Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Tabletop. My name is Daniel, and again, we are here. Actually, no, wait, hold on. We have everybody. You exist now, Xavier. How does it
Yes,
feel?
finally, you
I do
exist.
exist. Hi.
Yeah. Yeah. So nothing happened.
Nope.
I mean, I got the school built.
Oh yeah, the school got approved.
Mhm.
That's pretty much it, though.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean,
Man,
If you
I
haven't
should make
figured
a
it out
school
yet,
for
Xavier, we're trolling
blacksmithing.
you every time you say that. A lot of things happen.
a lot.
You
Well,
missed so much.
so fucking
Xavier.
much, man. I mean, do we want to go
Just
down the
not
list?
shitting you here, but you missed so much.
Like,
You're gonna find out though. It's great.
okay, all right.
So yes, we can just pick up right here from the beginning. You pop into, if I remember correctly from the end of last time, what looks to be some sort of round table council room ish thing. And once again, a sight that is probably a little bit too familiar at this point. Lucky is there, just flopped on the floor.
Hey, hey guys.
And Rook seems to be here as well. I'm trying to remember who else was here in the room.
If we have Waldas, plural,
Yes,
Uncle.
Oh yeah,
there are
there's
multiple Waldos.
each of them a different color.
Yes, they're all wearing different outfits and have different colored hair.
Uncle, Soft Steps, Othos, Rook, and me.
And now me.
No, Othos is invisible here.
Othos he's somewhere. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's right.
He's here but not here.
All right, so yes, so your normal party, as you expect, Hava, Rook, Lucky, flopped on the floor unconscious, is here, but Walda, the Arc of Time, seems to be represented in about 17 different colors, as well as the strange little creature that you saw but never talked to. That seems to be sticking fairly nearby by Uncle. Currently presented in his full force of Uncle, Cain, and Abel all here. And there's another shocking revelation for you.
Oh, wait, hold on.
As you're kind of looking around, one of these people standing by Uncle, you've met him before. In the forest, during your backstory.
Also, Haba and Klaus. Sorry.
Klaus isn't in the room at the moment. He's in the forest.
Gotcha.
I don't know
Setting his stuff
you,
up.
but you look pretty familiar.
The right thing to say. Uh-oh.
Abel would probably just recognize this as that kid that one time he told him to get out of the way, and then the kid turned into a bird.
Abel just looks at him and just kind of just grunts.
There seems to be a very nice table and a lot of things here. People are milling about. It seems like something has just happened. Being that Lucky has just flopped onto the floor.
It's a completely worse time. Actually, could have been a lot worse. I mean, could have been during the interviews.
Now, the reason I came here.
You didn't actually try and use any of the things that you had been learning for until the very end.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I came here. Reaper is out.
Oh, yeah, he's also here, knocked out on the floor and tied up. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, he's just kind of he's there.
Oh.
Unless you guys have put a dungeon in your school.
I mean,
I don't see why not. I mean, it is Hogwarts.
yeah.
Oh
By
yeah.
the way,
castle looks like Hogwarts.
By the way, we literally have Hogwarts now, Xavier.
Like an exact run-to-one replica. That's the school.
What's the
Uncle
school?
even put a kraken in the lake.
Yeah. Although it's an illusion. I mean, it's not a real kraken. My magic school. You know, we were supposed to start a school. I started it,
Oh, cool.
and it's Hogwarts.
So,
Oh, it's also a town. Well, we'll get to that.
So I was thinking.
that one's a reveal I want to see in character.
So I was thinking, since he got a school, can I have a school?
Oh my god. No, we're not doing this again. No, please.
The woman, Cordelia, just kind of pipes up and says, "Oh, we don't have the money for another one."
Yeah, we kind of spent everything we had.
I have a lot of money. I mean,
So do I, but according to Lucky before he passed out, we currently have a little over 100,000 jewel in the party fund.
Let me check.
It's
Exactly.
143.
Yeah, 143,000.
well, could we get me a school when I have when we have the money? I'd
What
like
would you
to
make a school for?
blacksmithing.
Why not do that in the current school?
Oh, hey, I could do that. Yeah. You
I was
better
about to
make me
say,
my
there's
own
nothing that
room.
says that you can't teach blacksmithing here.
I mean,
We had actually already talked about your apprentice kind of starting to work on that here.
You better make me my whole room for it.
well, see, now he's just getting pretentious. I don't know if I
Please?
want that.
What did he ask?
He said, "You better make me my own room," and I said, "Well, now he's just getting pretentious." Like,
Xavier, it's Hogwarts. Do you remember how big this thing is and how few of you there are?
Oh.
Just how many
enormous.
just how many secret passages are in Hogwarts is simply astounding.
Yeah, no kidding.
So yeah, you can just claim a fucking room for yourself. It doesn't matter.
Oh.
I can't speak today. One second.
Yeah, we can make a guy the head of a house. Give him like the.
Oh god.
I'm not putting him on the council. We decided that last time.
But yes, you popped back in, and there seems to just be a bunch of weirdness here.
Oh. Hello.
Uncle just kind of like looks at him up and down and goes, "I mean,
Is Reggie still here too? I
Is-
forgot.
Oh no,
is
I
Reggie still here?"
sent him back.
Okay.
Oof.
Okay.
Uncle just kind of like
Don't-
looks over at a guy. He's like, "Well, I mean, I ain't gonna say you missed a lot, but I mean,
You did.
yeah, you missed a lot."
It's been about a week.
Okay, that is an opening. Just in case I need
Okay.
old pass.
Excuse me. I'm guessing you're the time there you all does.
Oh god.
Hmm.
Oh dear, no.
He's talking to Waldo's plural.
Oh yes. And all of them start talking back to you at the same time.
Well, hello
They
to you
confirm that
too.
they are in fact.
Well, hello to
You
you too.
you did see all of these people before Abada poofed you. They did you did get all the introductions before that at least, but
Well, yeah, but I didn't see. I probably didn't see the You know,
Mhm.
the Waldens. Plural.
Yeah. There seem to be quite a few alternate versions of her. In fact, some of them have left and seem to be going about doing various different things in the school. But at least a few of them have stayed in this room.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes, if what you're wondering is did they hire the crazy lady? Yes, they absolutely did.
Yeah, it was too
No
much
shame.
to pass up.
No shame.
We found out she's a very interesting woman.
Yep.
So,
You're not allowed near our house. There's a building that you just cannot get into.
I mean, right now nobody is allowed in her house.
Who's the crazy old lady?
But sorry, I didn't hear you.
I didn't hear you either. You need to talk up.
Who's the crazy old lady?
It's Walda. You met her.
Oh.
And you just asked who.
it's
Yeah.
Xavier.
I didn't know who the crazy old
Xavier. You literally had just asked who this was.
So I didn't know who the crazy old lady was.
Mm-mm.
Oh man.
She doesn't look old, but she definitely is old.
She just looks
Probably, she
frazzled.
can just go back in time,
Yeah,
can't she?
she looks like somebody like.
I just
And some of these versions look a little bit different, but they all kind of just have the look of somebody who hasn't slept in about 2 days.
I just can't get the picture out of my head that she looks like Mother Gothel from Tangled, but like slightly more peppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not very far off, really. And then her various different versions seem to have various different brightly colored hair, but other than that, that's about right.
The guy.
Mm-mm.
That's all about I could muster.
All right. Kane kind of pops up and he's like, "Well, I mean, I don't rightly know what we're doing. I mean, I guess we all have been appointed, but Lucky is passed out, and I guess
How long is Lucky passed out for again?
I'm passed out for 8 days. I
8
think.
days.
I don't remember.
I
I think
not.
that sounds about right.
It's
I feel like
either
I remember commenting that you rolled
was-
the same amount of time as Rook did.
Yeah, it was pretty much the same amount.
yeah.
Just slightly less, I think.
So
Like maybe
So
half a year less.
you ended up getting pulled back a little bit early because things happened. But
Yeah.
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 you were supposed to be out for 8 days as well. I think you were actually only out for like 4. But
But
I also cheated too.
Yeah.
yes, you did.
but
Oh,
Kane
did I write that? Oh, it did. Okay, cool. Never mind.
Kane just kind of like addresses everyone and is like, I mean, I don't believe there's anything we need to discuss quite yet, and without a head councilman, so I myself am going to be off. And he just kind of like walks out, followed by Uncle. Abel just sits there, probably asleep, starts snoring.
Very
Rook
nice.
is going to find himself a nice quiet room to experiment in.
All right.
I
And
would do the same.
He'll make sure to put a sign on the outside that says danger, please don't enter.
Okay,
Just in
never
case.
mind. I'm gonna call my apprentice over. Wait, is he here?
You're what?
He's
Yeah.
he might be teaching a class right now. You don't know that. Teaching a class on
Wait,
blacksmithing. Farley, the apprentice.
who? As he is helping he's helping Haba get ready for demonstrations. His intention is to use his very small skill as an enchanter to both learn to be better and to basically be the teacher's aid.
Ah, he will learn the arts, and then that will make him better at blacksmithing, because now he can enchant items. Yeah.
I mean, that is why you picked him.
Yeah. That is why. Because
Oh
yes.
boy. But yes, I suppose if we're just gonna kill time for some days here, I guess Lucky, go ahead and roll me that mind defense.
Yep.
Don't forget your insanity dice.
yeah.
Forgot about that.
Oh, I didn't.
I'm
This time.
trying to do my best not to forget it from now on because I have forgotten it a bunch of times.
I'm gonna actually put a note next to my mind defense or anything mind related.
I should probably learn a second arc, shouldn't I?
If you want.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's not a good
Should
plan.
I learn from Walda?
No. I mean, you can if you want. I'm
Um,
not gonna.
From Walda.
Okay, so Nick, you said that I have to roll for insanity on every mind related skill.
Why
Yes,
does
you. We had them here somewhere before. They've disappeared now. Oh no, there they are.
Yeah, I just
Yes, I
put it
like
there.
to keep this one red and this one blue dice on the thing. So just whenever you roll a mind thing, roll those as well, and
Mhm.
subtract the red one, add the blue one. Your
Gotcha.
insanity goes up or down by one, depending on which is higher.
Okay.
Mhm. So that's a 7.
Oh,
Okay.
Uh,
Plus your willpower.
plus my willpower. Yeah, still. Oh, what? My willpower's 16. Okay, see, this turns into not so bad. What's 7 plus 16? Fuck. 23. So it's a 23, and then I get to take one off of my insanity, because my other one was higher. 22!
As you drift in the darkness here, as someone who already has an insanity counter, you are going to gain 3 more points on
Cool, I'm now back up to 25.
it.
At that threshold again!
cool.
Can I just call my dad?
Oh.
Just be like Abada or like Dad, and he'll just come and take me to the Aether. Is that a thing?
What? We're in the middle of something.
I'm just asking. I know.
But that was the wrong time to ask.
Okay.
Why didn't you say any of that when we were stalling for like 10 minutes?
If he does learn another art.
Oh, okay.
Well, I want to learn from my dad because my dad's the best. Even though he left me for 10 years.
He was dead.
Yes.
Still is.
Yeah.
I mean, slightly.
Alright. Anyway, as you were saying, Nick.
No, I mean, for now, you're just drifting in the darkness for a very, very long time, as you would expect.
I'm just kind of playing with my construct, my teddy bear. Like I have like I'm expecting this to be a lot like the Cosmic Child, so I've set out like stuff for tea.
You can take one less insanity as you actually have company and something to keep you occupied here.
Ah, hey. 24.
Company, am I right?
But as you drift, you eventually find yourself just kind of blink. It's very sudden, very surprising, and you find yourself sitting on a very plush couch that is scaled for creatures probably about times and a half the size of a normal human.
Oh, I see.
With an equally large plate of cookies in front of you, sitting there. And the old woman sitting in a rocking chair across says, "Oh, I knew I was smart to leave those cookies out. I figured I'd be getting more of you."
Grandma!
Grandma! Uh,
uh, she smiles and she says, "Well, you've done this enough times. I'm sure you know the shtick by now." And she just kind of stares at you.
yeah. Yeah, I do. Uh,
Mhm.
and, to be honest, for this one, I kind of just already did it. Like, I just kind of, like, unmold the thing.
Did
It
you
was like, um,
wait?
and,
Yes, I've been
Did you
keeping an
write
eye
a
on
third
that. I
arc?
was sure I was going to talk to you soon, one way or another.
doing that right now. We're in the middle of...
Huh? What?
We'll explain later. Give us a second.
There's no explanation needed. You can't hear any of this.
Well, he's asking if I'm learning a third arc.
Yes, that is exactly
Yeah,
what's
he
going
is.
Um, uh, so I didn't hear what you said. I was talking with X. That's my bad.
on. She kind of just like takes the teddy bear from you and just kind of rubs it on the head. And she says, "Yes, I was sure I would have to talk to you soon. Dearie, you're stressing your mind quite extensively.
Yeah,
I'm worried about you if you keep learning at this pace. Things take time."
yeah. See, I didn't, I didn't mean to. It was just kind of one of those, like, it was like, hey, this is a thing, and then I took a step a little too far, and then I passed out, and then I was in the void, and I was like, here this shit goes again. And,
I will remind you, you did specifically ask to learn this.
I
But
forgot
at least
that.
part of it was because you were already like halfway there.
Okay. That's where that was
Yeah.
coming from. Okay.
But
Uh,
you figured I may as well learn to do it right, or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, okay. So, I'm just kind of sitting there and I'm like, yeah, but I figured, like, hell, if I'm already on my way, I'd rather not do something the wrong way, Like, I'd rather not go and fuck up in a way that I can't revert.
And she kind of taps the side of your head, and she says, "Not a way that you can't revert, but..." And she just kind of trails off. So
Okay.
you need to be more careful.
I just kind of, like, look down, I'm like, yes, Grandma. Uh, and I actually pose a question to her. I ask, so I'm sure you know what the end goal is. And
And she just kind of nods.
how feasible is that?
Oh, it's been done before.
But without fusing all of them together. Like,
Um, she kind of like the pleasant expression that she has just kind of drops a little bit, and she says, "Hmm, I haven't seen anybody figure out a way other than that or death."
interesting. I kind of outstretch my hand to the teddy bear, and I grow a little tree with berries on it, just like give it a little bit of food. and just continue talking. And I'm like, so theoretically, let's go about it this way. Of course, this all started with me trying to combine the Arc of Trees and Arc of Magic, and in doing so, I found out that there is a new arc that I hadn't heard of before called the Arc of Souls. That ended up being something close to what I was doing. Now, with this, say we do any combination of the two in the form of not just a new arc, but a new type of magic. Because I like kind of again.
The smile on her face grows very, very wide, and she says, "Well, somebody has to."
Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. Can I have a cookie?
Oh, take as many as you like, Theory.
I just pick it up.
Grab one for me. I've already eaten my cookie.
I do grab two. I put one in my bag for later, and I just start munching on.
And they are quite large. Like they're like the classic chocolate chip cookie, but just like everything else here, they are about 1.5 times bigger than they should be.
Fucking A, man, I love that. I just start. I eat it like very, very slowly and like well mannered, and continue like throwing up these questions. And so, I ask like, am I on the right track here? Like, is this the right way to go, or is there going to be something?
She just kind of smiles, but like it's a little bit more of a sad smile this time, and she says, "Oh, just because I made life, everyone thinks that I should know what they are supposed to do. That's all about choices."
That's fair. And I kind of just pull out or pluck the little berry sapling thing that I have off my palm, and take out like a little bit of magic and kind of just like put it in there.
And then she says, "I can't even think of. I can't even get half of my family to agree on the same course of action."
That's fair. I just start like I just kind of like continue eating my cookie, messing with this little berry tree with putting magic in it. And I go, so theoretically, with this Arc of Trees, Arc of Arc of Trees, Arc of Magic, and then presumably, if you'd allow, Arc of what is it?
Souls.
Souls. Thank you. Think of, or sorry, let me take a step back there. The possibilities of things that I could do alone is frightening. Would you agree?
Oh yes, quite so.
And Lucky just kind of like sits there and like looks down at the teddy bear, and just kind of thinks a little bit. Because I need a little time to think a little bit.
As far as combination goes for you here, as I said, effectively you have sussed out the truth here. Effectively, the Arc of Souls is the combination of the Arc of Trees and the Arc of Magic. You know.
Yeah.
Or it is somewhere in the cross grounds between those. You could theoretically infer that the other ones may have some sort of similar interactions. In fact, you've seen Walda do it. You know that she has time and heavenly bodies, and she appears to have used the combination of these for massive amounts of being in the same place, being in very many places at the same time. You know.
And I kind of look at Grandma Raven, and I'm like, So, with this combination, what if I don't officially learn this arc and instead go for a different one? Instead of opting for the Arc of Souls,
She
because
she looks or just kind of grins a little. You know, I don't think I've ever had somebody come this far and then tell me they might be changing their mind.
you know, this is the third time I've done this shit. It's not that bad anymore. Like, and I also like pet the teddy bear, and I was like, I had friends this time. And I look and I say, the chances of me accidentally coming back here, what are those? Like, I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing with the Arc of Trees and Arc of Magic. Like, combining and creating life, like the teddy bear. Now, if I'm going to be every 2 weeks, when I go a little too far, sent back here, I'll learn it. But if not...
She just kind of once again gets a little bit of a more stern expression for a second, and she says, "Oh, I'd help you with it if I could, but well, let's just say that my husband has automatic procedures in place."
Who's your husband? Tell me.
If I wait out the sentence, because I've heard from Walda that it's... Oh, have I heard... Has she told us? I know you told me, like, out of character.
Kane knows.
But does Lucky know?
I don't know. I don't think it came up. But you I don't, not the exact time at least, but you were told that it was way longer.
Yeah. Okay. I just kind of like look up and I say, if I serve out the sentence, would I be able to talk with him? I look up expectantly.
Well, that is how it works, but I mean, I don't think. No offense to you, dearie. You need to focus on honing your mind before you're ready for that kind of isolation.
Even just
It
to
will
talk with
destroy
him?
Hey, hang on, guys. Gotta be right back.
Hey. Like you
You
just
can't
kind
keep doing this without specific training.
and that is?
She's kind of so the boring kind. Meditation, mental control. She's telling you that if you want to keep making these trips and not go insane, you need to raise your mind defenses.
I see. I was about to be like, but Lucky meditates all the time. Like, that's what do you mean? No, that makes sense.
So,
Okay.
mechanically, what she is telling you is that you need better mind defenses if you want to keep making these kinds of trips and not reach the really bad insanity thresholds.
Yeah. I kind of look and I'm like, is there a way? Like, of course, I've met with the Cosmic Child, and the Cosmic Mother is the Cosmic Mother. Is there a way to contact you all in a way, shape, or form that is outside of this? The waiting, the 10 years, the having that contact. Is there a way?
I'm back.
And she will
Welcome back.
she will say, well, your friend pulled quite a neat trick when I met him. You should ask him about it.
Intriguing.
Thanks to Kane.
Thanks to Kane.
Yep, Kane's always there. Just like Othos.
Are you learning life?
souls. So life and death.
Tee.
We'll explain in a little bit.
Could I?
We will. Don't worry.
We'll explain it in a little bit.
You missed
I
a
mean,
lot of stuff happened to Rook.
if Rook wants to explain it to a guy now that he is back, you do have a few days while Lucky is just passed out here. But
I'll probably
Yeah.
do that, but he does want to spend most of the time experimenting.
yeah.
Because I have a pretty good idea of what I actually want to do now.
All right. Let's finish up Lucky's conversation here, and then we can come back and find out what you guys are doing in the meantime.
Okay.
All right. So, right, Lucky kind of has gathered a good bit of information. Some of which he likes, some of which he doesn't. And he finally just goes up and look and he stands up and looks
By
at.
the way, guy, you have 8 experience.
Oh yeah, you have 8 experience points.
8?
8, yeah.
Oh, I thought you said 80. I'm like, 80?
We did a lot of shit while you were gone.
No.
Lucky asks again because I don't remember your answer, so I guess I'm just going to ask you. What did she say with me being like, if I continue on my path? Like, she did say like I'd keep coming back.
Yes. According to her, it is a automatic protocol put in place by her husband, Grandfather Time, that sends people here whenever they come too close to the power
Well,
or enemy.
Lucky stands up, bows to Grandmother Raven, and says, I am going to accept whatever you give me, whether that is the Ark of Souls or is not the Ark of Souls. And you have given me much to think on. And, well, to be fair, you're not wrong in any of them.
And she says, just be careful, dearie. And you find everything fading out, and the journey back begins.
Woo!
I really got to use the bathroom. So I'll be right back
received
again.
her blessing.
Gotcha.
I got to use the bathroom, so I'll be right back in a second.
Alright.
Jesus.
So, Rook will be back in just a second, but a guy, you've got a few days here. There's this weird school. You've never seen it before. Don't know what's going on. Other than finding out what's going on from Rook when he gets back, what are you doing?
I am claiming a room.
All right. There are a wide variety of different rooms all over the place.
I'm choosing
The
the
sheer
one next
number
to...
of secret passages that you just accidentally stumble upon is kind of absurd.
I'm choosing the one next to the cafeteria.
Wait, what?
Just choosing a room next to the cafeteria.
Ah,
Like,
nice.
kids are hungry.
That makes sense. There are also plenty of rooms that would be perfectly good for setting up a blacksmithing shop here. You'd probably have to go into town and buy some stuff to build a forge, or ask Uncle just to make it for you. But there is almost certainly a good place here for it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I'm going to be making crafting checks.
And you've got, I'll say, if you're gonna pick out a room and get your personal room and a workshop set up, that'll probably take you a couple of days. You have time for 3 crafting checks here. What are you trying to do? I don't even remember what you were working on. Oh, you were working on making your mask better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To improve it so that my, so that it also infects my,
I said, if you want to spend your experience here, I said you do have 8 experience. Make sure you save 3 of it if you are planning on learning another arc. You know.
I'm not gonna waste it. I'm not gonna spend it now.
Okay.
I'm just
You're
gonna,
gonna give it some thought first.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm back again.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. So it looks like Rook, you said you wanted to spend most of your time experimenting. A guy is
Yeah,
going to spend
but-
most of his time working on his mask that he's been working on crafting checks for.
Okay. So I
Um,
can't. I will
you do
explain
have
to
a
him what
time
happened
here.
though.
I would say you do have a time here where you can explain it if you would like.
Alright, so I just kind of pull a guy aside and like sit him down, and I'm like, hey, so quite a turn of events happened, you know.
Yep.
You know that lady who died by taking the Ark of Life?
Yeah.
She's alive now. And Steel, he's a young man. Thanks to Walda. They're both alive, they're all good. But that also means that the Ark of Life was unoccupied, so took it upon myself to, you know, take it.
So you're the Ark of
So,
Life?
a little bit more than that. So, not very long after I got the Ark of Life, Mr. Othos popped up. Say hi, Othos.
If you give him permission,
I will.
Rook's face shifts to a strange green skin tone, his eyes becoming a little bit narrower. And he says, "Oh, hello."
Hello, Mr.
So, Othos, who has the Ark of Death, offered to fuse with me to combine our arcs into the Ark of Souls, which I agreed, and here we are now. So I am the Ark of Souls. And I give a quick bow of my head. And that's about it.
Hey, real quick. You control life and death, right?
That's as far as I know, yeah.
Huh. Tell me, how does it feel to be able to kill fish in one shot?
Well, I did create, then proceed to kill a butterfly and eat its soul I just made, like, yesterday, so it's alright.
Cool. Hey, I'm just wondering. This may be a stupid question, but could I learn this?
Well, I think you might want to start a bit smaller. I'm
Uh,
surprised you didn't get your dad to teach you the heavenly bodies.
I don't know if I can talk to him again though. I mean, he said
Well, if you
that.
can't,
You said that Uncle would be there, and Uncle's at the school.
Uncle is here. We also have, I think Soft Steps is still here, probably hiding in a corner somewhere.
Yeah, so the
Actually, as this is mentioned, Rook, you feel something that you have not yet felt before. It kind of feels like when you summoned Reggie, but the other way around. Kind of, it kind of feels like something is pulling at you a little bit.
Heck. I look around to see what the hell's going on.
Roll me Arca Souls.
That is a 8 keep for.
Yes. Give my father life.
That is a 22.
Yes, as you look around, you can see the source of this tapping into your new ability. In addition to the glowing of many souls from over the years, faintly in the background, you can see very clearly standing in this room, Abada.
Oh shit, there he is.
Speaking of
If you would
bringing-
like to, you can cause him to manifest as you did last time.
Does he know I see him?
Yes, he when he appears, he just kind of holds up a hand in like a wave, and he seems to say something, but you can't hear him in this state.
I will sort of like nod or shake your head. Would you be okay with me manifesting you here?
He nods, yes.
Okay, so I'll do that.
And next to you appears a similar ghostly apparition, though this one has a little bit of a different quality to it. It's more like a traditional ghost than like staticky TV lines like he was before.
Hi,
Um,
Abida.
he
Hey,
says,
Dad.
"Oh,
What's up?
yes, I knew you'd figure it out."
What's up?
So, nice to meet you, officially. Haven't talked to you yet.
Yes, I got a little bit distracted back at the meeting there, and he kind of looks around and he says, "I see it's gone well, though."
Yes, I suppose it has. I hope.
Out of character. Hey, Daniel.
You.
I haven't ate dinner.
Oh shit! I need to feed you. Yeah. Food is important for children.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is
More
pretty important, actually.
Children need food. So much work.
You haven't been here in
Wow.
2 weeks, man. I can't. You can't blame me on this shit.
No, I can't. That's my bad.
Okay.
I still was bad.
But yeah, he has appeared and he is here.
No, hey, Dad. Hey, could you trade me that Heavenly Bodies?
What?
Could I like, learn Heavenly Bodies?
He he just kind of nods and he says, "I'm kind of surprised you didn't ask before."
So, same. You just kind of disappeared for a while, and I expected you to come back like Walda. Just ate a guys.
he as you mentioned this, he just kind of says, "It's not quite that easy. She's been doing this for a long time."
Yeah, I figured.
He says, "You could get there eventually, though. Best to
Oh.
start with 2."
I'd have to start with 2, eh? Cool.
Or better yet, not a person at all. I can teach you here.
I suppose I will leave
let's
you two to
go.
it.
Now I get to learn 2 arts, like everybody else.
I only know. Well, actually, is it considered 2 or is it still considered 1?
I mean, it's a weird situation because it was 2, but it was only 2 because they were split in half.
Yeah.
You
Alright,
learn
well,
2 halves of an arc separately.
okay. So Rook is gonna stand up, give a
Uh,
decent bow to Abida, and be like, hope you don't stay unconscious for too long. And I'll give a guy a salute and walk out.
Real quick, this is from the lovely person who made our map here that we're using right now, doing some of the fine detail work. The one request for repaying is if we can name create a character that is like the universal cartographer, named Sten. That is the only request, and I think that is 10 out of 10 right there.
All right.
So I just wanted to throw that to you, Nick.
Yeah.
And yeah.
The universal cartographer.
Named Sten, and I'll send you the spelling of that. So
there is plans for something like a universal cartographer to possibly be needed. It really depends on how the story goes.
Oh well, now we have to include it. Come on. Map's too cool not to. Let's go.
Hey, you guys got to go some weird places before that's needed, but I'm sure you will.
Oh,
You
yeah.
always do.
Oh yeah.
You know?
no ice, please.
I can't set that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Alright. Sorry for that little interruption there. We are all good to continue.
But yes, the whatchamacallit,
I shall learn. The
he will begin to teach you, showing you some strange things. He will explain to you that it's not just about, copying things or being in more than one place at once, though that's one application. What he really does is reaches into alternate realities to pull things out of them,
Oh.
including possibly another version of yourself. Though he will tell you that that is a very advanced technique, and you probably shouldn't start with that.
Probably.
Start with that.
No.
Defy your father.
No.
Oh, I have two.
But yes, he will begin teaching you and showing you these things. And as you begin to get it, a very similar thing happens to every other time. You flop on the floor.
Here it goes
Roll me
again.
2d6.
Hold on. What?
2d6.
2d6?
And a mind save.
Well, see, yeah, I was looking up the mind save.
That too, but also
You lost your first insanity roll. I'm sorry, Xavier.
he doesn't actually get insanity until he fails this mind save. But
until you. Oh, I like your confidence, then. All right.
I mean, he could do it.
His mind defense is better than mine, so. Well, it's just because he has a +4 to it. Why do you have a +4 to your mind defense?
He took it as a training pretty early on.
Oh, really? Does it explode?
Why can't I hear anything?
I don't think his defenses do.
Did your headphone turn off, or did your phone die? Did you plug your phone in?
My phone's fine.
Hold on. Technical difficulties.
Wait, what?
Oh, shit. Xavier, do you explode?
No.
No? Oh, well, you got an 18. Plus your willpower, which is a 12, so a 30.
Can people
30.
hear me?
Well,
Talk.
shockingly,
We are talking.
for the first time of all of you guys, it's actually a guy who does not take any insanity.
Hold on. We might have to do some technical difficulties. I'll figure it out. You just keep talking with X. I just won't be able to hear, so I can't hear you all for now.
Okay. Can you hear me, Xavier?
All right, there.
What? Can you hear?
Yeah. He can't hear you.
No. I was asking you, fool, but obviously you can.
Well, yeah, because. Well,
You're the only person.
It helps if you turn up your volume. Your volume was muted.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. Sorry, I figured out really quick what he did. He had his volume muted. Which is why he couldn't hear you all.
I see. Great.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed it before. Did Lucky keep the Ark of Souls, or did he get rid of it for something else?
I kept it. I left it up to the grandmother, and she gave me her blessing.
Grandmother Blessing. That's what you should call her. Grandmother Blessing.
Grandmother Raven is her name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Or Cosmic Grandmother, whichever one. It changes back and forth.
Yeah, really.
I mean, the Cosmic Grandmother is her title.
Yeah. Why are we calling? Oh, Wizards 101. That's why we're calling her Grandma Raven.
Yes, because you told me that it's basically the same.
It is the same thing, yeah. Alright, anyway. Sorry for that little
But yeah,
technical
what
difficulty
I was
there.
saying, when apparently you guys could not hear me, is he rolled a 30, and shockingly, for the first out of all of you somehow, a guy is the first one to not gain any insanity.
Nice.
Let's go! Y'all suck!
The guy is just already too insane and fully able to entertain himself as he drifts through this darkness.
Nice.
I do be doing the default dance, though.
Oh my god.
What'd you say?
Nothing. Nope. We're moving on.
A guy is going to be unconscious. Also, damn, apparently he's just good at this. He's only going to be out for 3 days.
Let's go!
As
Magic
you
and
drift through
heads.
the darkness, it's a long ass time. It's hard to tell how long it is. It gets very, very boring. And you don't have any food or anything other than what you brought with you. And you still seem to get hungry, though once you run out of food, you never really progress to starving. It's kind of, you're stalled at the uncomfortable hunger stage.
Ah, yes.
And you drift through the darkness for forever. Absolutely just forever. Before you find yourself standing once again in the room that you were just in not all that long ago. A room with windows on all sides that seems to show everything.
Hey, this room is familiar.
And your father is standing there, and he says, "Oh, sorry, it's protocol. I couldn't let you skip it."
Wait a
Really?
minute.
Are you...
Huh?
Wait.
And they started calling me Cosmic Uncle.
Oh.
Oh, hey! My dad's a cosmic man. Hello, cosmic man.
He just kind of like shakes his head. He says, "Well, I wasn't born into it like the rest of them were, but."
No.
So
You're
now
still a
there's
cosmic
two.
man. You're
There's
still a cosmic man. You will forever be a cosmic man. I'll live the cosmic uncle.
It's a long story. There was a position to fill, and I filled it.
Like Rook. Huh. That sounds weird. I found out that my dad was both heavenly bodies and the uncle. Wow.
That's not what I was expecting.
And he just kind of says, "Well, I guess now's your time to ask questions in exchange for the long wait. Of course, you have my blessing. I am the one that taught you."
Oh, thanks. Anyway, yeah, so, what does this heavenly bodies even do?
Wait, what?
What does this heavenly bodies even
I'll
do?
be right back.
You gotta enunciate. I hear heavenly bodies.
What does heavenly bodies even do?
He
He told you this when he was teaching you. It
just
reaches into other alternate
Oh,
points.
yeah,
you just
sorry.
gotta experiment a little bit.
Yep.
Just like I was told, just fucking try shit.
Yep. Exactly. He explains some of the things to you, but that is the general principle is you kind of just have to try.
How'd you become the uncle?
Oh, I'm not sure that they'd like me talking about it all that much, but Well, there was a little bit of family infighting, and the old one died.
Oh, that's sad. Oh,
So, when I became a spirit and in possession of an ark, I found myself here. And he holds his hands out.
no. Hey, that's really, huh? Huh? Hmm. I thought you had to be born into this.
I'm pretty sure that's how it normally works.
So, who's the old one now? If you
What do you
don't
mean?
mind, if you don't mind me asking,
Hmm?
who is the old one now?
Oh, the one that used to be the Cosmic Goal? He told you he died.
Hold on,
Yeah,
cosmics can die?
but like,
Well, when they're killed by another Cosmic.
oh.
Fuck. See, I'm not
So,
here. I can't ask
what
these
if
questions.
what if I were to kill a cosmic? Would I
What'd you
become
say?
if I were to be very very strong enough to kill a cosmic? Would I become?
He he just kind of laughs and he's, that's not the kind of question you should even ask.
I don't think asking that stuff out loud is a good idea.
It's,
It,
he
it's it's not
he
that I want
confirms the
to.
suspicions of Rook. Well, even though Rook is not here, he says, "You're lucky you said that here in my room."
It's not like I'm gonna do that. I'm a very carefree.
It's a little more complicated than that. Regardless, I'll answer state your curiosity a little bit. Um, and he kind of holds out his hand, a crystal similar to what you saw that Ivan showed you, forming in the palm of his hand. And he says, I'm pretty sure that the only reason that I could take over the position is because of this
What's that?
thing. It is the crystal that you've seen one before when Ivan showed you, the crystal that each of the quote unquote original arcs have within their body.
Okay, I have one too.
Yep, Rook has one of those now.
Oh,
Wait, does that mean I have two of them? If Othos is inside of me,
no.
or is it just one?
It's just one
It's
because it's the
probably-
souls,
When the
right?
powers remerged, so did the crystals.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because
It
that
is one.
seems very uncomfortable.
Yeah, the crystal is probably merged.
They seem to manifest physically as a crystal. Rook, you would be aware, having one of these in your body now, that it's more of just a sensation of like a core of power, really.
Gotcha. Okay.
Though it can be manifested as a crystal in the physical. But it's all a very complicated process. Uh,
Yeah, makes
I
sense.
think after all the fighting, they realized they'd fucked up and that you can't exactly have one of the fundamental forces of reality running rampant with nobody to control it.
That's fair.
So, were you merged with the originals, or like?
Oh,
No, he had been gone for a while.
Okay. Huh. That's. Uh.
Mm.
Oh.
He kind of looks at the watch that he is wearing and he says, "Well, time to send you back to normal time. We can talk about this stuff out there. Just no more talk of killing cosmics."
Yeah.
I don't want to see you smited.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-mm.
That's pretty. That's pretty. Yeah, I can get on your level.
He puts his hand on your shoulder once again, and you find yourself in the darkness on the return trip.
Do we see each other?
Yeah. What's up?
The
Oh my
whatchamacallit,
god.
I guess this time does overlap here.
Hold on, Nick. I'm sending you something.
What?
You're going to love this. This is Earthland.
Wait, what?
This is the finished Earthland map.
Oh.
Check it out. Sorry, I know, but this is like
I was
important.
like, I didn't know what the hell you were talking about.
This is important. This is important. This is cool. This is how I described it to him because you didn't give us a description, so I described it for you.
Yeah, that's fine.
But check it out. Like I sent it in Discord. It's cool as fuck.
That is pretty dope.
I love it. Hell yeah.
So who's making this?
So
One
name
of our
Sten.
viewers is making cool maps for us.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
and this is their Twitch. This is their Twitch username, but they told us to call them Sten. And they're doing an amazing job making this map, and I love it.
Hey, my friend called me one time.
The
Thank you.
whatchamacallit, the thing, or the, not to be too nitpicky here because it looks great, but I will say on both versions of the map so far, this little like tendril that is coming off the bottom, like left hand corner, this is what it used to look like before it was exploded.
Huh? Oh, dang it! That's my fault. I forgot to say it was exploded.
Yes, this is, but that is fine. It is. This is what maps in this world would have looked like maybe 20 years ago or so.
Yeah,
That peninsula has been exploded into an island chain,
yeah. That's on me. Do you care if it's unexploded in this map?
I don't. It's the easy in-world explanation is just that the actual map you guys are looking at is an older map.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Because I don't want to have them redo that because I just forgot. Yeah. Okay. Good. So, all right. Yeah. I don't know where Xavier went. He's on the phone with somebody though.
You don't have a problem with me just kind of drawing all over these things, and as we add cities and borderlines and things change in the world. But
Sorry.
You're fine, by the way.
My friend called me.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay. It's okay. We were
I do have a tendency to just mark up the maps a lot on the tabletop here. I feel like it ruins some of the quality of the artwork, so you gotta know where things are.
Hello. Hi.
Yes.
I am here.
Okay.
I am back.
Yeah. Cool. So.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh, I just realized. I have 8, right?
You have 8 experience points, and you need to spend 3 of them for the arc.
Yep, you need to spend 3 to learn the arc, and then you will, you'll have 5 left to do whatever you like with. You could bump it up right away. I still think you need to put more points into your copy magic, because at this point it's too weak to turn into a lot of good things.
No. I have, that's what I'm doing the mask on.
Yeah, but training, training does help, yeah, like having that mask and having the gear to help that, but, still, you want to be able to have those higher rolls. And stuff like your spirit, if your spirit's not high enough, there's other things than just being able to roll a lot of dice,
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing that honestly you probably should think about doing at some point here is you need to bump your spirit up so that you roll more dice in the first place.
I'll do
Still a little bit low.
that. I'll do that once I get like enough. Like I get like I
And you
ha-
always like to add so many new things, but it means that you're not really as good as you could be at any of them because you just keep adding more and more new skills.
I'm not gonna add a new skill. Except this arc.
So I was like, except for the arc, and then you're probably going to want to put exploding on it because you're you, and then.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Exploding's better than like, you know.
Oh, but anyway,
So
eventually, a guy does in fact wake up. Because of the timeline here, even though he passed out after, he actually wakes up a day before Lucky.
Rude. Do I see him passing by me?
You guys probably catch a glimpse of each other at some point here, but it's a little bit strange. You would think, you're both heading back the same way. You would be going the same direction. No, it's just like wildly random vectors. You guys just like zip by each other at like 1,000 miles an hour.
I just kind of like look and think, I'm like, that motherfucker. He learned enough. All right.
I was like, you just hear, but.
That's it.
Just hear me pronounce the B sound.
And by the time that both of you guys have awoken here, Rook, what do you want to be doing for your experiments that you were talking about? Because you've got a little bit of time while these people are floating in space.
I just realized I've been on push to talk this entire time. You guys couldn't hear me.
No.
Okay, hang on. Okay, so I'm gonna find a nice secluded room. Just write on a piece of paper like, "Please do not enter. Danger." Put it on the door. Close it. Lock it. And what I'm going to do is I am going to create a sort of bonded familiar with myself. If I'm pretty sure I have plenty of time to think this over and how I'm gonna do it, but I just had a. I guess I'm just trying to think. I want it to look like sort of like a Hollow Knight type character because I just had like the best idea to create like a little bug guy that just gets bigger and bigger as he grows.
Awesome.
And only permanently dies if I die since it's bonded with me.
Alright.
But I might need to have Lucky's help with that, with Arc of Magic, to do that properly. But,
no.
Or mine.
No?
You're fully able to manipulate the things of people's souls.
Okay. So, first of all, I am going to sort of create the outer shell. Right now it's only going to be about like a foot tall, if maybe even less. Just create like the chassis and like the head and just the basic shape of it. Sort of get that DNA going, but leave it open so I can add stuff to it later.
Okay.
I will roll Arc of Souls now, I suppose.
And we'll say we'll treat this the same as effectively a series of crafting checks, and you've got time for 3 checks worth of progress here if it turns out to be needed.
And if Othos is willing to help with this little project, I will let him help me if he has any insights to give.
He will give you some tips and things like that. Some of which would fall in very nicely into our technically but ill-advised segment.
I will hear him out.
You can add by drawing a little bit on his insight here, an extra +0 keep 1 as you do this, because some of his tips are helpful and others are just morally abhorrent.
Yeah, just fuck shit up, fam. Alright. Here we go.
One of his suggestions that you probably would not want to go along with is he tells you that probably the easiest way to create such a bonded companion would be to use the soul of somebody who already cares about you.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that. So it's a keep 5 now then.
Even he will say, "Well, I didn't say that you should. I said it would be the easiest way."
It would be the easiest way, but I don't want to think. I don't think I want to kill anybody right now. So I'm gonna. I rolled a. What was that? 25. Yeah,
they wouldn't
25 on this first one.
All right. And that
You can just
is,
hide and be
sufficient
like,
to
"My
to
soul."
The soulless husk, the outer shell of this body, basically. You are able to begin the process here of shaping this creature into a body type that is fitting to you. And what I do want to know here is, what do you want this creature to do, or to be able to do? Mechanically speaking, like, do you want it to help you fight? Do you want it to store magic the way that Lucky's teddy bear does? Like,
as of now, since it's so small, I don't think I'm going to give it too much combat ability. I'm probably going to give it some things, which I actually have an idea for. But seeing as how I want it to sort of just get bigger and bigger with time, eventually becoming my size or more, I will allow it to have more combat-related abilities. It's probably going to be a fucking monster when it gets to
fair.
whatever is its adult age.
It's going to grow from the cute little protagonist of Hollow Knight into the Hollow Knight.
Yeah, I'm actually making I'm on a pick crew right now making what I want it to look like.
Oh, nice.
On a what?
But yeah, it's like a avatar maker, but there's one specifically for a Hollow Knight
Oh, hell
vessel.
yeah.
I can actually link it to you guys if you want me to.
That sounds dope.
I mean, sure. That sounds like something cool to check out later. I'll look at it. Yeah.
It is, I think it is mostly in Japanese, but it's simple.
Alright.
But so I rolled a 25.
Japanese, but I at least know what the confirm button.
Yeah. I mean, it's red, the confirm button's red and the cancel button's white, so you know it's fairly basic. I'll put it in dice rolling.
Daniel, do you mind if
I just like, at this point, like, I've learned, like, confirm or start as a sight word because I've played enough Japanese games.
Hey y'all, I'm gonna be right back. I need to go make a call real quick. It shouldn't take me long at all. Maybe like a minute.
Alright. But yeah, so I was thinking, just like for now, in its beginning stages at least, like, what kind of skills and stuff were you thinking about giving it?
So, I don't know if I forgot how this would work, but my minor telekinesis skill, would that be possible to just move that from me to it?
your life, aren't you? Can't you, like...
Previously, before you had these abilities, it would have been pretty much completely impossible.
Yeah.
That is one that you think you would want a guy or Lucky's help with Arc of Magic to make it possible, but
Gotcha.
you think it could be done, you know?
Okay. So I suppose, what kind of abilities would I want it to have right now? Would I be able to make it... Okay, so one, would I be able to make it so I can see through its eyes?
Yes. That's
Okay.
when you mentioned the bonded familiar, I was kind of imagining the like D&D familiar rules, basically, where it's like you can see through its eyes as long as you are blinded while you do it.
Okay.
And if it is destroyed, you can resummon it fairly easily as long as you are not dead, you know?
Yeah. would I be able to? I don't even have this power, but would I be able to make it so maybe later on I could have it teleport places, just like just itself for now?
I mean, you could theoretically, as you're making the soul, give it the potential for magic.
I will. Okay, I will
As
do that.
a living sentient creature, outside of interference from the arc of magic, it probably would have to learn the way anything else would. But
Gotcha.
give it
So
magic, you know.
definitely gonna add it. Give it the potential for some magic, potential for combat. Just sort of like, not really
Die by
like
the
a dog,
darkness.
but more of like a little brother kind of right now.
Mhm.
Very loyal. I won't be able to talk to anybody because, you know. But I'm assuming I can probably hear what it's thinking. Maybe.
I will say for now, give it the what is basically the human baseline stat line for this system, which is their best skill is a 3 and the other 2 are 2s
Gotcha.
for now, you know. So
As long as he drinks.
you could give it 3 mind, 2 spirit, 2 body, or any other combination, you know.
Okay.
And then skills, I will figure out as you roll again to give this thing a soul.
Okay. That is a 19.
This one it's being a little bit more tricky. Uh, you feel like it's going to take another day of work or so, tweaking this thing to get it to respond exactly the way you intended here. The balancing act of giving a creature both sentience and magical potential, you realize is quite a difficult one. It's much easier to create a non-magical person or a sentient or a magical beast than it is to combine the two traits, basically.
Gotcha.
But that's just my flavorful way of saying you haven't filled the progress bar yet.
Yeah.
You do have opportunity for a third one here.
Sure do. Let me see.
But yeah, I think for now I'm gonna do it what's probably the simplest way here. When you finish creating this thing, I will basically just have you make it stats.
Okay.
As if it were a um first level person, and basically it can grow and learn from there, you know.
Gotcha. Ooh, man, my rolls really aren't that great today. Okay, that's another 19.
Another 19. All right. So you all together are able to kind of get this going and flowing. I'm trying to remember how many points I gave you guys, because we gave them the basic normal stat line, and then I believe I gave you guys at first level 15 points to spend on skills.
I think so, yeah.
So just give him 15 points worth of skills for now, you know.
Okay, let me create a new doc for this, actually. I can
And then I'm
just
going to
copy
kind
and
of do
paste
the
everything.
same thing that I did for whatchamacallit, for Kane in the first or in the original thing with Daniel. And I will say, whenever from now on, whenever you gain experience, he gains half that much to spend on things.
Gotcha. Okay.
We're using the Cain and Abel rules here.
Yep, he's creating himself a bonded familiar here,
Gotcha.
and I basically had it start out like he wanted to basically give it, instead of just instantly creating a powerful creature, rather create
Mhm.
something that actually has potential for growth.
Yeah.
And
Oh, that's smart.
um,
See, I went with a different approach because I'm basing mine around SCP. And this is something I'm going to tell you. Like, if we get free time right when we get back, which I don't know what we're planning on doing. I know we have to head back to Fiore at some point to go to the guild, so I can be like, "Hey, here's what happened."
once again, I never put the hard time, or barely ever, except for with the dragon, put the hard time crunch on you guys. It's just depends on how long you want to put off the situation going on up there.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I want to go because I am now. By the way, I'm now the guild master of Mother's Eye. Because I'm now the guild master.
Oh my.
Yeah, that happened.
I'm also a tin wizard saint,
What?
Yep, and you're on the council now.
and I'm on the magic council.
And he's also a 10 wizard saint too.
Oh, mom's calling me.
10.
Oh my lord. I'm sorry. I keep having to like back away.
Every time Xavier thinks we're done telling him all the crazy shit that happens, there's more stuff.
Okay, so this is pretty much just the basic idea of what I'm trying to get him to look like. I guess I'll post it in dice rolling again.
Yeah, let me see this here. I gotta actually go back to the thingy.
And I suppose I don't even know the lore of Hollow Knight. Are they actually wearing masks, or is that their head?
There are there are about in the lore of Hollow Knight, masks are a very important thing. Because they have magically created masks made by a bug called the Mask Maker that can grant sentience to lower intelligence creatures.
Okay.
Um, your protagonist character in Hollow Knight, that's just his head, because he's not actually a living bug. He's what's called a vessel, an empty shell filled with a spirit made of void.
Okay.
So that is just his head. A lot of the bugs do wear masks. It's very difficult to tell, honestly, which ones in the game itself are wearing masks and which one it is just their actual head.
So basically, what I'm trying to go for is him starting off looking kind of like the picture I showed you, to him just looking like the Hollow Knight, pretty much. Just a fucking towering figure.
This actually reminds me of one of the like the kind of outward curving horns. Kind of reminds me of one of the bosses that has been teased for Silksong, which is not out yet. But
Okay.
there's a character in the trailer for it that is a boss fight that has like a similar like outward curved head. You know.
Okay.
Well, but yes, you can either have this be a creature, wearing a mask, or with a shell shaped like this.
I was
At your
probably just
service.
gonna have it. I was gonna have either me make a mask for it, or have like a guy or Lucky make a mask for it that can kind of it can just kind of wear,
Nice.
and it just kind of has like a basic bug type face behind it. I guess I don't really know how to describe it.
Uh, the example that I would use if you're going for like the Hollow Knight style, the only bug that we ever see actually remove their mask is Quirrell. There's a scene where like he goes through the whole thing with the white mask face, and like at the very end of his storyline, he takes it off.
Let me see.
Uh, And
Oh, okay.
he's kind of got just like a little cute cartoon
Just a
bug
little
face,
face, yeah.
you know.
There was a specific picture I saw a while ago that looked interesting. It was like Hornet taking off her mask or whatever. Even though I'm not even sure if she
Yeah,
does that or
I mean,
not. Let me see.
I don't. That may have been fan art, but
It,
they
it
do
was it
confirm
was
that she
definitely fan art,
they
but
do confirm that she is wearing a mask. We never get to see what she looks like without it, though.
gotcha.
She
Yeah, I
always keeps
can't.
her mask on in the game.
can't seem to find the picture, but yeah, just basic bug face.
Yeah. That's fine. All right. So yes, this creature, and you can easily get a mask and a cloak and that little staff there made here. Um,
I wasn't
these
really
are
planning
all
on
things
giving
that
him a
either
weapon.
Lucky or a guy or his apprentice could help you with. You know.
Yeah, I was just planning on just like giving him a basic cloak and not even like giving him a weapon just yet.
You don't even want to give him the pointy weapon stick.
I mean, I might give him like something, just like a stick, but
It's called a needle, first of all.
Yeah, that one there is a pin because
Yeah.
they're actually small enough to use things like pins and nails as weapons.
I'll give him a pair of scissors.
All
not?
right.
Just
Just get a pair
a
of scissors.
nice little pair of scissors.
Nice.
Let me actually go to Fantasy Name Generator, sponsor not sponsor, to think of a name for this guy.
Yeah.
Now-
Our sponsor, not sponsor, Fantasy Name Generator. They probably have a Hollow Knight name generator.
So, real quick, I grab things from other universes, right?
Wait, what?
I grab things from other universes, right?
Yes.
So, with that being said, what you're saying is that I can clone animals, basically.
Theoretically. Not clone, but you
Just
can grab
pull a
a
different
version
copy of
from
it.
somewhere else. Yep.
Hang
So
on one
I'm
second.
basically God, but not God at the same
You're
time.
all basically gods at this point. Have you not figured that out yet?
I
mean-
have.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
It's pretty obvious.
In Rook
Like-
literally beat a god in a battle last session.
Yeah, that was very. He was so mad.
He was very salty. He thought that was going to go the other way, and you would be in his head.
Oh, there actually isn't a Hollow Knight name generator. Wow.
No, there's not. Yeah, I figured they would have one.
Yeah. Now he's not our sponsor. Just kidding. Will always be our sponsor. We all love you, Fantasy
I
Name
mean,
Generator.
there are. To be fair, there are a whole lot of different types of names in Hollow Knight.
There are, yeah.
There's not really an overarching theme between any or all of them that I can see, except for that most of them sound pretty like old names, like archaic names, you know?
They have a Namekian name generator.
Hmm.
They have
Oh yeah, they have a lot of stuff. That's why I was surprised they don't have a Hollow Knight name generator.
just use a Namekian name generator. Or like the human name
I
generator.
mean, that's what I do for like when you guys meet random humans or whatever. I just grab like a random name generator.
What
It's-
about
I barely don't ever use the human ones. Like
What
I
ab-
will grab like angel name generator or elf or Namekian or whatever, you know.
what? I have a name for the Hollow Knight character. Nweedle.
Weedle.
No, Nweedle. Nweedle.
I see.
It's
They do
neat.
have a knight name generator, and a lot of these are pretty solid for Hollow Knight.
Alright, so
Oh.
I heard this in the background. Time to plug our sponsor, not sponsor, Fantasy Name Generators. Fantasy Name Generators, best name generator around. If you want to find a name, you find a name.
We were talking about, we were surprised they actually don't have a Hollow Knight name generator.
See, we have to leave that. Why did you
But
say
they
that?
they have a knight name generator, and honestly, if you just leave off the title part of these names, most of them are pretty damn good Hollow Knight.
Ooh, okay.
Or Nweedle. 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 I like Nweedle. I like Nweedle.
Ooh.
But either way, yes. Over the course of this time, while Rook is doing his experiments, and the guy at first is working in his workshop, and then is like passed out for a few days, and then Lucky is passed out for a long time and eventually wakes up. All of you have not really been paying too much attention to the working of the school, but by the time you all come back around, you realize that that there are people coming in, and Haba tells you, "Oh, we're getting started already. It's the first day of classes."
Lucky just like kind of like shakes his head and he goes, "Oh fuck, oh okay, all right."
The four individuals that Cornelia went off to go find seem to have arrived, as well as several people, three other individuals that somehow seem to know Walda.
Oh.
Seven students.
All right. I call everyone together in the huge Great Hall. And doing my best Dumbledore impression while not knowing I'm doing my best Dumbledore impression. I just kind of look to everyone and I say, "Welcome to." I look to Uncle and I'm like, "Hogwarts, Hogwarts. Welcome to Hogwarts. You're gonna learn a whole bunch of stuff here." And I don't know why. Is Lucky drunk right now? Apparently he is. That's how I'm speaking with him.
I mean, he did just wake up from basically a coma.
Oh yeah, you're right. I just kind of like wave him like I'm your headmaster. Yours Lucky. Nice to meet you all. Here are your teachers. And I kind of gesture to everyone, which is teachers. I have to pull up my sheet.
You get some when you give your name as Eurus Lucky, you get some muttering from the table that Cornelia has called here. It seems like they recognize the name.
I just kind of like look at them, and like what kind of muttering is this? Like, is this like?
There's it's kind of a very like diverse group. There seems to be 2 men and 2 women, and one of the men is dressed in a very nice suit, and has like one of those like nose spectacle things like tucked into his front pocket.
Mm-hmm.
He seems to be a slightly older man with a little bit of a pot belly, but he wears his suit well. Whereas the other looks more like an adventurer type. He's wearing some basic armor and has a sword strapped to his side. The 2 women are also very disparse from each other and from the 2 men, in that one of them seems to be dressed like a beggar, but a very clean beggar. And the other is an older woman who almost looks like she might be a librarian. The way she's dressed and the way she holds herself.
Okay. And like, are they muttering bad things? Like
no,
what's?
They just seem to recognize the name Eurus. And they seem quite surprised when you give that as your name.
I just kind of look and I'm like, he's my patron. I'm not him. Don't worry. And
the woman dressed in the beggar's clothes kind of pipes up and says, "But still, what are you doing in a place like this?"
Oh, you know.
I made it.
Stuff.
Oh, I don't mean that. Oh, you. Never mind.
Fair. All right. Anyway, moving on. I'm gonna actually pass this. Hold on, real quick. I was about to say pass. I'm not passing it over to you guys. Shut up. And like, it just kind of like zaps him. And
I can take his mouth away if you want me to.
No!
No, we'll save that later.
Baby, this way.
I kind of take, I kind of like smack Reaper's scythe on the ground, and be like, all right, guys, hold on. We actually have to be serious here. We're scaring the new people. Anyway, again, welcome.
Quite surprisingly, really, the group that Cornelia's brought in here does not seem very surprised or intimidated by any of this, though the ones that Walda has brought kind of do.
That's fair. It makes sense that Cornelia brings the ones who are unfazed by anything.
If any of you had been like available and or not unconscious, she probably would have told you a little bit about these people. But
yeah, no, none of us were.
Gary.
She would. Okay, so I just kind of like address everyone after I've been like, all right, guys, let's settle down. Anyway, here are your teachers. We have up first, who is going to be a lot of people's beginning teachers. You'll have him for a good majority of your first semester here. Haba.
and he kind of nods. Lucky, having been out for a few days, you can kind of see like he looks like he hasn't slept that much, but he's also in good spirits about it. You haven't really seen him like this since the days before.
Yes, the war. I just kind of like chuckle a little bit. And then Haba is great. I've known him for a really long time, and he's gonna teach you well. I do believe he has one teacher's aide, Farley, wherever you are, and I just kind of like find him.
Also sitting down with the students, but he kind of looks excited to get a mention by name here.
And I just kind of point him out. I was like, yeah, he's there. He's gonna help with a lot of like the beginning demonstrations, doing things at around your all's level. And moving on to once people start to get out of the beginning stuff, we have the advanced teachers, Uncle, Kane, and Abel. Uncle kind of just like wakes up. He's like, "Oh wait, what? Huh? Wait, oh hi, my name." That's not Uncle's voice, but you know what? We're gonna go with it. My name's Uncle. Kane bows and he's like, "Hello," and I'm Kane. And Abel just throws a knife into the sky and he's just tossing it, like he's just tossing it up and down, and he just grunts.
Yes. And several of the people seem to just kind of eye him a little bit nervously.
Abel sees this and smiles. He goes, "Don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt you too much." And just kind of sits back to go to sleep. And then before I say this, is Soft Steps teaching anything?
I think he said no last time, right?
But he's still here. So like what is his role, if I may ask, before I introduce him? I feel like I at least Uncle would have known. And
I mean, Uncle probably does know his general plan is to probably hang around. He tends to like to stick around Uncle because he likes to talk to him and hang out with him.
and he's on the
Probably is not going to be teaching any official classes, but if any of the students happen to be sharp-eyed enough to spot him, he would probably be impressed.
That's fair. I do not acknowledge him, like point him out.
He's in the room here, but he is doing his own test to find out who's worth teaching.
Okay. And I just kind of say, there is another teacher who, or another, let's say entity, who is roaming around, and for those who are sharp-eyed enough to see him, he will offer some lessons. I will not point him out, as he does not like that, and I do not want to get thumped in the back of the head. Again. We also have... Well, you all have seen a version of her roaming around. Our groundskeeper kitchen farmers, gardeners, overall, just pretty much everything else in this school. Plus, teaching one class, I believe. Walda?
It's a advanced course that she only offers to select people as well.
Yes.
We don't
Walda's
talk about that.
plural? Yeah, we don't talk about that one. Not with Xavier around.
So,
I don't know how Walda reacts. But
Several versions of her from the back of the room just kind of clap and cheer her own name.
hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up.
hey, just asking real quick. The area around the lake and Grand Gates. What's that like area like?
It's a fairly normal coastal region. The only place that there's really any buildings or built up anything here is the two gates.
Yeah, but
and most of the city stuff is kind of down here-ish, you know.
Yeah, but like around Hogwarts, is it like forests? Is it plains?
Well, it wasn't originally. It was more of a slightly barren coastal region, but since Klaus has taken up residence here, a quite thick forest and grasslands have spread up around the area.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, by the way, he would have also come in for this. He normally stays out in the forest, but he would have come in.
And I'm gonna acknowledge him as something interesting. I'm gonna kind of.
He will be your Hogwarts stand-in, like herbology and magical bee specialist.
Yes. And does he'll teach all levels, right?
Yeah, I mean he will teach anybody who is interested to learn that kind of thing. Though it's less what the school is actually here for, and more just extra things that he is good at teaching. You know.
Yeah. And extracurricular professor Klaus, he also provides our lovely forest that is really keeping people confused on their way getting here and giving us a nice little bit of extra security. Not that we need it, I'm sure, because this is a lovely country. But I've heard some things, and I look over.
Klaus has filled the forest with all sorts of magical creatures that are very friendly, unless Klaus decides they shouldn't.
Yeah, and I look over to Cornelia, and then look back to address and be like, while this is a school, this is also a town, purchased and bought for by me mainly, and then the leftovers was paid by the rest of the party fund. I just kind of look over to a guy and I'm like, I'll tell you about that later. And
Rook told him while you were unconscious.
Oh, he did. Go Rook. I kind of high five.
I mean,
It just looks like he hasn't slept in 8 days.
I think that a guy is basically actually all caught up on the various crazy things that happened.
Oh, look at him go! Finally.
I'm usually the cause of all the crazy things.
All right.
Except for that I guess there is still one thing that has not been thoroughly explained, only mentioned. That is the fact that Steel has been time reverted.
Yeah, and I don't think you know what the 10 Wizard Saints are. Yeah, he doesn't. We'll explain that later. But Lucky kind of starts to wrap it up. He's like, so thank you all for coming to this school, and I appreciate your willingness to learn. We have a chance to start something really unique here that we wouldn't have otherwise been ever able to do. So
They're lovely founders.
I again zap him and be like, excuse, and just be like, please treat this as your new home. We have everything to sustain like a normal town. We have crops we can grow. We have so many things that we can trade and sell. And I hope you all find your home here. Now, if you ever need me, there are scrying mirrors that can call, but me, Rook, and a guy who... You raise your hand. God. I just turned around and Xavier has his hand raised. Like...
You haven't said my name at all today.
I mean...
That's because you're not going to be one of the teachers.
I am going to be one of the teachers.
No, you're not.
No!
We talked about this last time, and the reason here, Xavier, is basically the party has decided, like, the school has been made, but that doesn't mean we're turning this into a you guys are teachers now campaign. Like,
Yeah.
you guys are still going to be doing other stuff instead of being here all the time. You can't really be a teacher.
Yeah.
None of you guys are going to be actual teachers. I mean, you could teach specialty classes when you're here if you wanted to.
Yeah, when we have free time, we can come on back.
But none of you guys are going to be any of the main teachers, so that you guys are still free to go on adventures, you know?
Yeah. So, I kind of look to, Haba and just kind of like say like, well, I mean, you're going to be the main one with him for the first time. I have to step down for now. Shut up. Anything you want to say?
He just kind of stands up at the front and he says, "Oh, I think our illustrious headmaster has mostly covered it all here. As he said, I will be most of your teacher from the start. Our first class will be ripe and sharp tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. And I will be assessing each of your talents and level of skill."
I just kind of like ooh and ah.
And he kind of waves and he says, "Our friend Farley there has been here a little bit longer than the rest of you. He'll show you to your room."
Ooh.
And Farley just kind of stands up and bows a little bit, like, and begins to show them basically where they're like empty student rooms. Show them around the castle.
I just thought of something. Could you go to my character sheet?
Yeah.
I want to update Heavenly Bodies
Oh yeah.
to level 3.
Well. Yeah. Hold on. 1 second.
I don't know what's going on.
He's wanting to do his character
He
sheet
finally
stuff.
figured out how to spend his experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold on. I'll just let you do that, and I'll keep talking. As soon as everyone leaves, Lucky's just like, "Thank fuck, I was not sober enough for that." Whew.
Cornelia just kind of looks, what do you mean? You just woke up 20 minutes ago.
Lucky just kind of like puts his flask, like tucks it a little bit deeper in his pocket. Yeah. I mean, I was not awake enough for that. And he just kind of like grins and looks at Haba.
So, so I wanted to get a chance to talk to you about those ones before, well, now, but, you know, and she just kind of gestures to the floor.
The guy will walk outside to the lake and start fishing. Because he is sad.
Why are you sad?
He didn't get to give out his arts of the magical smithing.
That's it. I mean, you guys can still teach classes as long as you're here, but you guys are not going to be on the main teaching staff that's here all the time, you know?
Yeah. I just kind of make, or like tilt chairs so we're kind of facing each other in like a half circle. I'm like, well, we got time now. Tell us about him now.
Well, they're old friends of mine, and she just kind of looks around. Well, I guess, I mean, I'm in this deep.
Okay.
and she just kind of looks around to make sure that there's not anyone still here. And
I will also look around.
she is quite assured that there is no one here. You could roll if you like. I
Oh,
was
no.
rolling to see if that she notices that Soft Steps is in fact still here, but that's a hell of a roll. You need to figure that out.
Yeah. That's fair. Alright. I won't roll them.
But she just kind of looks around at you guys that she's been traveling with for a while, even if you've been unconscious for a good bit of it.
Yeah.
And her whole thing, her whole face and everything just kind of shifts and shimmers. A disguise of some sort, clearly disappearing.
Oh.
And she doesn't look that much different. A little bit darker skin, a little bit different features, tweaked just enough to where if you had looked at her before, you wouldn't have known it was the same person, you know?
Is Rook still in the room?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys of the things are still here, including a guy if he's not off fishing, but he's...
I
Nope,
think-
I'm off fishing. I'm off fishing.
Okay. You are missing this then, but...
I don't care. He's off fishing. That's the only way he can cure depression.
You heard it here, folks. Fishing cures depression.
Try your new fishing hotline.
No. We're not joking about mental health hotlines, Xavier.
Oh, not like we haven't done it before.
Yeah.
But anyway, like my phone, your like answering machine used to be. You have reached the mental
Oh my god, yes it has.
If you were obsessed
Yes.
with press 1 repeatedly.
Yes, it
And
has.
It went through so many things. Like
Yeah, I forgot about that.
that used to be my answering machine message until people told me it was too long and they never bothered to leave me messages because of it.
Literally, I was trying to think of when, and then you brought that up, and then I remember everything. Yep, we're going to hell, but we know that.
is
So
very, very hilarious. And honestly, it is a little bit insensitive, but you know,
Oh, it's
it
still
doesn't make
funny.
fun of it. It doesn't make fun of anything in a mean-spirited way. Really.
No.
You know?
Ooh.
But
I'm
anyway,
getting gravel.
the thing is, she kind of reaches into what you see. The dress that she was wearing also slightly altered. You can now see the very large pocket where she keeps her gun very clearly. And just kind of pulls it out slowly and sets it on the table in the most non-threatening way that she can. Well, you already figured out half of it. And clearly I'm not just an accountant. Well, I'm a pirate, and so are those.
Oh, cool. I'm not here, but that's really cool.
I just kind of turned and
Wait, I can make myself, can't I? Just sit and put myself in that room?
do you not remember him saying that was a very advanced technique?
So you have
No,
not
he
practiced
said-
at all with your ability.
He said start with 2.
Well, that was
Starting with
one of the things that he said. But then he said, better yet, start with something that's not alive.
Oh. Well, I'll make a pet rock and put a face on him.
I mean, you can
I'm-
fairly easily do so as a first practice exercise here, but we're in the middle of a conversation. We will get to you in a minute. You decided to leave the room.
Yes, I shall.
But yes, she just kind of sets it down. Yes, I like to think that none of us are bad people, but you know, in a place like this, you do what you got to do to eat. I learned from my mother.
Hey, that's fair.
Mhm.
No judgments here.
I kind of just start like juggling different types of magic in between my fingers, and I'm just kind of like ask, and I go, "So why the fuck an accountant?"
You'd be surprised at all the secrets accountants here.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. Why were they so interested in my patron's name, Eurus, and me having it?
He's your patron. You've got to know he's the god of adventure.
Yeah. Yeah.
What better adventure is there?
Fair. I mean, I thought you all were just kind of more of a yo-ho, give me all your shit and I won't kill you. I kind of thought that was pirates. Like, adventurers are the yo-ho adventure.
Well, I mean, we've done plenty of that kind of thing, but usually to people that deserve it.
I mean, I never said that. But
Yes, she will tell you that her mother was known as the Golden Tooth, or a Golden Tooth Veil.
I just kind of turned to Rook.
She this is someone that you guys might have heard of. She's kind of a Robin Hood story. Lots of love, stealing from the poor, and then basically just doing massive sprees of generous donation.
You meant stealing from the rich, right? Not the
Stealing
poor?
from the rich, yeah.
Okay! Robin Hood situation.
He's kind of.
One of her greatest accomplishments is the one that you guys probably would have heard of. Is that she was, or she is known for helping to stop the first trade war, by basically blockading everything so thoroughly that nobody could continue to fight, or at least nobody could use sea routes.
Lucky be like, oh, so that's why there was a bunch of walls everywhere. So no
I mean, I was in Pergrand during majority of the war, and then I went to Fiore.
You were in Pergrand for the majority of it, and then you guys left the war and went back to Fiore. It eventually stopped, but you probably would have heard that this pirate that she claims was her mother was part of the reason why it stopped. She basically made sea battle impossible.
Look, he just kind of is like, fuck, alright. So Cornelia, I know you like adventure, and I don't know if you've noticed, but we're kind of down a member. I just kind of like look to Rook, and I'm like, you kind of would you mind if she joined? Like,
You are we down by?
She just kind of she just kind of speaks up instantly. She says, "Oh, I'm not asking. I'm coming with you."
fuck, okay, I'll take it.
I was gonna say no problem with me anyway, but you know what?
I admire your tenacity.
I enjoy your enthusiasm.
Both me and the teddy bear reach out to shake her hand.
Oh yeah, I have Toby is his name sitting on my shoulder now.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
T-O-B-I.
This is gonna make me think of my other game, the whatchamacallit, the Dragonborn Sorcerer.
Okay.
Dragonborn Sorcerer in my Tuesday game. Toby.
Nice.
Oh my. Gotta talk to talking alligators while high on fucking everything.
Oh yeah, that was one of my favorite things. Toby. While everyone else was making battle plans to fight a fucking dragon, he decided he was going to go out to the swamp, get high, and then you speak with animals to talk with alligators.
Wait, I just thought of.
This was like the second episode ever of Mythic Novus, and I was when I heard the story, we had just started the first time Mythic Novus. It was like the second episode.
It was a while back. That campaign has been going on for a while, though. Like, we were pretty well into it at that point.
already.
Like we were fairly high level. We were getting ready to fight a dragon, and I mean, to be fair, he didn't really have much to contribute to the planning and preparation stage the way a lot of the rest of us did. The sorcerers are kind of blow shit up in the moment, you know.
Yeah.
But I just love it's Christine that plays, and she decided like the best thing for him to do is just go talk to some alligators.
I thought of the most epic thing ever.
Xavier thought of the most epic thing ever.
Making a rock, right?
Oh.
And like putting like.
I mean, honestly, she kind of does the
eyes
same
and
thing
mouth.
that Xavier does a lot of times. Like, just leaves the room and goes to
Give
do
it,
a side.
like, sticks.
Yeah.
Give it like sticks.
Uh,
And then it has arms.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can ask Rook to give it life.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Now it's a
Or me.
Now it's my pet rock.
Xavier wants to legitimately.
What?
Xavier wants to legitimately make a pet rock that's sentient.
I can help him with that.
I can also help him with that, but I don't know if I want to help him with that.
Well, I'll need all three of three of you guys' help.
I need to, well, my goal currently is to give my teddy bear, like, the ability to make more teddy bears.
Well, yeah, but all you need to do to my thing is make it like grow vines so it can attach
Daniel.
to the rock.
Yes.
If you help me with Toby, I can help you with your teddy bear.
This is a goal. Alright. And then we just need to find a way to scam Xavier out of either money or something to us to help him out, right?
Just something.
Yeah.
Just something, you know.
You help me, I help you. Or
I think he missed the scam part.
You help me, I don't help you, you just help me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, you were saying something, Nick, about Cornelia. I'm sorry.
She just tells you, I just wanted to warn you. Those ones, well, they're not bad people, but none of them is what they seem like they are.
Uncle and Kane chimes in and he goes, you don't need to worry about that. And then, like, into Cornelia's thoughts goes, I can hear pretty much most things. And it just kind of, like, goes back.
One of the first things that has actually kind of surprised her, she kind of jumps a little bit as she just hears Kane's voice in her head.
Abel laughs.
But yes, she will also tell you that I don't know how willing they'll be to show it immediately, but they've all got some minor skill in magic as well.
Again, like, Lucky kind of just nods, and Uncle's still asleep, and Kane and Abel just kind of nod as well. This time with a little bit more of a intrigued look, like, ooh, this is going to be a little bit more fun than I thought. Abel's still in love with the fact that they're all pirates.
Yes, and if over the course of the next however long, Kane takes a peek into their minds, you find that what she said is 100% true. They are all effectively a pirate crew in disguise.
Nice.
And they do all have minor magical abilities, which they're almost certainly hoping to greatly improve upon here.
That's fair. Alright. Lucky doesn't know how to think about over half of his starting class being pirates.
By the way, she wouldn't mention it herself, but it's not that not that difficult to find out. The people that Waldo's brought in are just random people that she picked from the town that she kind of liked. Like she has just grabbed some random people that she was able to convince to come here.
You're coming with me.
That's fair. I mean, she did say that's what she was going to do, so I'm surprised she only grabbed 3. Yeah. I'm afraid of what happened to the rest of them.
Some people were not too enthused by her strange appearance and equally strange sudden disappearance.
That's fair. I do look over to Cornelia and I say, how likely... Lucky does. Sorry, I have multiple people I need to specify. Lucky just kind of looks over to Cornelia and goes, how likely is it that the government here is going to be a little perturbed that there's pirates here?
I mean, they're definitely a little bit annoyed about there being a magic school here. I mean, there's no reason they need to know that.
Yeah, but I mean, in this case, I bought the town. Like, this is my town, bitch. Like...
This is true, and they will have to go through proper legal channels, but expect a summons to meetings and all kinds of things intended to annoy you into doing it their way. It's kind of how they do things.
And I just ignite into, like, my fucking full force, like, God, like, just, it's just like an after image, form of it. And I'm just like, I'd like to see him try. And just kind of cool back down.
I'll be backup muscle. I have a sword.
Intimidation tactics can be effective, but they're
Be
all
backup,
even
muscle.
politicians. They will know that you could not actually attack them without giving them cause to go to war.
Oh, I didn't say I'd intimidate. I may be a bit showy, but I'm not as dumb as I may look.
Hey, I mean, you can just go to war with them to be like,
No.
No. I'm just saying
no.
like, one of the reasons, like, yo, you annoy me, and I'm attacking you.
No.
No, that's not a good idea.
No. See, this is why you're not in the council.
All of you who were here for the founding of this would be aware that that is not even the case. As part of New Program, though the cities are independent, they are basically bound by a series of rules and defensive pacts that basically says if somebody goes to war for no reason, we're all going to stomp you. Like,
Yeah.
unless you have a good reason, and it's brought before the council first. You know?
And we have a lot of people, but no.
No, I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying the
as
reason.
powerful as you are, probably don't want to go to war against an actual fucking army.
Yeah. Plus
There's
all
not that
the
many of you.
all the legal headache with fucking Fiore and Per Grand because we had to get their opinion on that. I'm still waiting on my council with the fucking king again for Per Grand to talk about my entire fucking thing here to get Ivan to come and help out. I have to go meet with my request. We submitted my request to meet with the king to have Ivan come help out making the lacrima.
Where's that, like,
Oh,
little area?
yes.
And like I have a meeting with the Tin Wizard Saints. I have to meet with the actual council themselves. Plus, I have this meeting with I have so many meetings I have to go to right now.
Go back to the guild and explain that, like, Steele is 30 years younger and his wife is alive and he's never met most of these people now, and you're the guild master.
Yeah, and then we actually have to go on a fucking quest because we're broke as hell. Like there's stuff we have to do here. Like, but I do kind of like nod, and I'm like, yeah, I may be a bit showy, but I'm not as dumb as I look, and also I'm gonna be in legal hell for God knows how long. I'm sure a couple more meetings aren't gonna kill me.
Just gonna grab a piece of water
Which
and, like, write something on it and then put it on the wall.
I mean,
are you already graffitiing? Xavier's graffitiing Hogwarts already.
No, I'm just making a sign-up sign.
For what?
Special class.
You're not even gonna be there. All right. You know what? Never mind.
I said special classes. Rare. It's very rare.
Gotcha. The wait time is indecisive. We never know.
It's blacksmithing and
He's
fishing.
gonna pick out a room for blacksmithing class and label it and be like, all right, I'll be back eventually. Same thing you did with your shop.
Yeah. Speaking of which, hey, could you send? No.
You're not here yet. You're still fishing.
Yeah, I know.
But
Speaking
I
of
mean,
fishing,
this conversation here will wrap up. But I want to bring it to you guys here. It's like you just listed out the whole list of things to do. What's next?
I say go to Fiore. Start from the bottom of our list. We have to announce what's going on with the guild-wise. With us guild-wise. And we have full charges on our teleporter, so...
We sure do. Speaking of which, we should probably finish up getting that thing integrated with the airship.
Yeah.
Really.
We can do that, like, we can start flying back and just make crafting checks on that using, you know, Arc of Magic from my end, Magic Tech from y'all's end. I think we can get it eventually on our flight back.
If you want to roll me some stuff, I will do the same thing that I did last time to shorten it up here. You can either roll me checks until you hit the total, or you can roll me a d6 and see how many days it took.
Let's do a d6, unless y'all want to do all the checks.
Let's do d6.
Okay, that's majority anyway.
I can hear you, but
It's a 2!
So yeah, it doesn't take very long. Once now that you guys have acquired some abilities since you first had this idea that are quite helpful.
That's fair.
It doesn't take very long at all to get this integrated into the ship and supplying it with a conduit so that it can effectively take the ship and anybody touching it with them instead of just the sphere and anybody touching it.
Nice.
spinning.
Alright, so, Al. To Mother's Eye.
Do I roll to see how many fish I got?
Oh, yeah.
And if you want to, roll your fishing real quick. And Rook,
It's 1d6
you
plus
can
8.
fairly easily dial in the coordinates here. Even though you've only actually been to Mother's Eye once, you did take the appropriate skill for this. You can dial in some coordinates, and you guys pop, and all of a sudden you are floating in the sky above Yushara.
We took Steel and his wife with us, right? Or are they already there? I don't...
I assume so. They wanted to come back with you.
Yeah, okay, good.
What about me?
No, we just left
Yes,
them
we took you too.
Hey guys, look how many fish I caught.
I just thought
5 in
about
each
that.
hand. Just 5 in each
Oh,
hand.
yeah.
Who wants some dinner tonight?
You can... Oh. Lucky just kind of like grabs the fish.
I was gonna heat it, but okay.
I can heat it
Once
myself.
again, you find there is some damage that has been done here. Not as significant as last time, but it looks like a few buildings were hit by some magic or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The guild hall seems to be intact. People are going about their normal things with a few scouting workers fixing their buildings and things like that.
Ooh, I should
That's
have
fair.
asked my princess to come.
He's
They just sit
teaching.
at the table and
He's in the school
read
now.
Fiore, or Fiore rather.
Yeah, I kind of jumped down off the blimp. Did we land the blimp or are we just floating? I mean, either way, I'm going to be fine.
You
But
appeared floating. You can land it.
yeah,
That's up to you.
Let's keep it
Yes.
floating for now.
okay.
I'll anchor it though.
I mean, basically everybody has the ability to either jump high enough or fly to get up to this blimp.
Oh yeah.
Except for Cornelia, one of you will have to carry her down.
I boop her and just float down.
I can't do it.
And you can jump down.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
I don't.
but I'll die like last.
I'll boop you too, and I'll pull you down.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, last time you guys were flying at like 200 feet high. I assume you're not, leaving the blimp like super high. But
Whee!
I jumped down and I turned to Steel and I'm like, this is weird. Last time I was in here, you were yelling at me because I learned a second arc, and now I'm coming back with a third and Guildmaster. This is
And
weird.
I learned a second one, and I found my
it's still
dad.
weird for me to think of myself as a guild master.
Hey, you were really good.
Yeah, you were.
And I met my father.
As you guys are coming in here,
And I took my
gestured
video.
to the very, very large hotel that is still here.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Don't go inside it. It's not worth it. It's not worth anything.
Well, I was just gonna make a bad joke because he doesn't know what's going on here. He's gonna say, "Is that the guild hall?"
Yeah, no.
I was like, fuck, I wish. No, it's that building. So I just point.
building him down.
I just point directly across the street.
He looks. Oh, I see. What? All right.
I'm gonna launch my.
Why shouldn't I go inside?
Time shenanigans. Don't worry about it. You'll get stuck there for a while.
Yeah, it's a pain. We need to close out our reservation there. I mean, like, good lord.
Do we?
I mean, yeah, we know where it is at least. Like, we know where it is in Iceberg. So, if we really want to go back there, I mean, I don't know.
I'm gonna run to to my stores. Hey, Prentice was gonna be the owner of one of those stores. Or one of the workers.
I mean, you have the choice. You can either leave him at the school to help teach enchanting and smithing, or you can bring him back here to run your shop.
He doth be your apprentice.
He doth be your apprentice. He will probably learn more at the school and become better that way, but you do currently have no one running your shop.
I'll leave him at the store. I'll find another one. I mean, the school. I can train as many as I want. The art of smithing.
Find another apprentice.
Alright. Well, I just kind of like look around nervously.
I'm paying my monthly mortgage.
You paid off your building.
Come into the guild.
No, I have two.
Oh, hold on.
Several people kind of cheer out and wave to you, the people that are here.
I walk on stage.
Duba, Jomac, a handful of other guild people are here. If you need anybody specific, we can decide whether they're here or not, but most of them are.
I'm gonna try and call everyone together.
What's his name? The waterbender, the muscle guy?
Torvald?
Talavar.
Televar. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna go up to him. And I'm gonna be like, it's weird. You're the one who taught me water magic. And now I'm basically God.
I literally zap him in the back of the head so hard that I might want to roll for that.
You picked up the old habit, just roll, and if you roll high enough, do 1 damage.
Right. Hold on. I need 2 more. Cool. Yeah, that's a 46 without my explodes, and it's 4 explodes.
Leans towards Lucky, and he's like, "Are you sure you don't want me to take away his mouth? I can do that."
I'm getting closer and closer by the second.
Just for a little bit.
Literally, I mean,
Stop!
very, very close to it. I'm not gonna
Stop
lie.
it! Aren't you glad I'm not
People would be like,
Hephaestus?
hey, I'm God now.
You literally went up to someone.
Seriously.
I said basically. I didn't say I
It's
am
not
God.
better. Anyway, is 40? I can roll my 4 explodes if you want, but I got a 46
The
before.
funny thing is Talavar will grin at this and he will say, sounds like it's time for another sparring match then.
Oh, please get your ass
Yes,
kicked.
sir.
Does he take
But don't
Does he
worry,
take
but
the 1
don't-
damage though?
But don't worry. I'm not gonna end your life. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna say that.
But we can handle this in a minute. We've got things here. He's perfectly fine to help you test out these new godlike powers on you.
See, even Nick agrees that I'm basically
and-
God. A god.
No, quite the opposite. He doesn't quite seem to believe you, and he thinks he can still win.
I mumble over my breath. Well, I'll show you.
Plus, you're still, I hate to say it, but you missed out on a little bit there, and you're kind of a little bit outpaced by the other 2 members of your party. And I think even Cornelia. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, the biggest thing with a guy is a guy has a lot of skills, but
Yeah.
you're not rolling or keeping as many dice as most people because you have so many different magics and different
Yeah.
skills.
He is the definition of jack of all trades, master of none.
You are the jack of all trades, the Swiss Army knife.
Can I take a look at?
Thinking you're unkillable here. That's not a.
No,
smart
I'm
way
not
to
thinking. I'm not saying
You
I'm
know.
not unkillable.
Can I take a look at a
Definitely-
guy's character sheet?
I'm
I just want to
definitely
see how
killable.
much stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, like, look at
I'm-
that.
Oh, yeah,
Sending
take a
it to
look
you.
at it if you want to. He's got a shit ton of things. In fact, if you would like to have this knowledge in character, roll me Arc of Souls. You can examine a guy's soul.
Hell yeah, I will.
Can I just like fight back with my whip?
I mean,
Would
you
he's
even-
not doing anything to you? He's just.
Oh, that is the worst roll tonight. Holy shit, guys.
Oh man.
3 1s? Wow.
Oh shit.
Okay, that's better. That's fine.
your explode saved you a little bit.
A little bit. It's like just a 21.
That is fine. You and like I said, a guy he's not doing anything to you. He's just looking. He is examining your soul.
But what if I don't want him to
So-
observe my soul?
Well, too damn bad.
Do you have an ability that would allow you to possibly stop this?
Maybe.
What is
I
it?
can use big brain.
That's not going to help you. Try
No.
Arc of Magic. Roll your Arc of Magic.
Roll my
Would
heart
he even
away.
know? I mean, like, if he's just like basically slipping into like Aether
I mean,
vision.
that's what I'm having him roll for. Here,
Oh,
is
okay.
Arc of Magic to see if he even knows that this is happening.
Sorry, I was in the middle of trying to send the link to Garion, which I just did, by the way. What is your
6
Arc of
keep
Magic?
2.
6 keep 2. Okay.
Can you even Canada?
Yeah. Also, by the way, I hope you know, like, I wasn't trying to be like, you suck. I was just trying to be like in terms of like just straight up power, because like utility wise, you're the most fucking useful out of all of us, you know.
Yeah,
Why do you have so many skills? Holy shit.
He is effectively in D&D terms. He made a bard.
Yeah,
Not the best
Yeah,
at
pretty
anything, but
much.
He's got a ton of skills.
yeah. I did want to make that very clear.
But that's what I was saying. That's why I was trying to get you to up you one of your higher magics or your spirit, is because in a fight right now, you know, Lucky or Rook, I'm sorry, they're gonna win. You know.
I'm not. Why would I
27.
fight Lucky or Rook?
Well, you're trying to fight Talavar.
Well, you're
Yeah.
trying to fight Televar too, and he's
Yeah, I
not
know.
quite as strong as either of them, but.
He's still pretty up there, like.
Well, he's. Well, I mean,
he is
in an
one
actual
of
fight,
the survivors of the war that was not named a founding member, but basically founded Mother's Eye with you guys.
Yeah,
yes.
I
But
recall.
since he trained me, I know his ability, some of his abilities, so I'll be ready for them in the fight.
See, that's like saying, because you fought me once when I only had lightning and air, or lightning and fire, that you know some of my abilities, and you're more prepared for that.
I mean, that is true.
I'm
You're not
prepared.
actually even sure if he has any other abilities aside from his water manipulation.
Oh, wait.
You definitely haven't
I
seen what his
am.
ultimate does.
I copied him.
Oh, that is true. You
Oh
did
yeah.
copy.
Oh shit.
So I know all of his abilities.
That is fair. It has been a while, but that was I believe in game time almost a year ago.
Yeah.
You've
Holy
definitely
fuck.
been trained, but you do have a pretty good idea of his abilities. That is right.
All right.
And you're because I've transformed into.
Why do you?
Yeah, but I'm also in a party with you. You know all my abilities.
Why do you
I
have
was
two
just
separate
Yeah, yeah.
areas for skills on your character sheet?
for his background, and then also his
Oh,
ultimate.
yeah.
His ultimate has a different set.
Honestly, Xavier, you can get rid of that section now. But yeah, I gave him
Yeah.
some scaled down skills the same way I did for you guys in his backstory segment. You know.
Oh no, I'm just looking at like the 6 keep 6, angelic rays, demonic fist.
That's his ultimate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
that-
Oh,
that
those are his
is-
ultimates.
That is the form that he turns into when he turns into his ultimate. Yeah.
Which he hasn't gone into his
he hasn't done in
ultimate.
a while.
Yeah.
I haven't been needing to do it.
Yeah, it's because it's usually me or Rook exploding everything.
Yeah, guys, save the fun for me once in a while.
All right. Next fight, we'll let you explode the monster.
Yeah, thanks. I'm the one who originally gave you that fire.
You are actually.
Through the copied form of a demon is where you learned your fire originally.
Yep. I remember.
Yeah.
All right. So I
Lightning was your natural ability. Fire from a demon. And,
Air.
Fire from
Air
my
from
ultimate.
Reaper.
wind
Fire,
from another god.
Yeah.
like all of us.
And then of course Arc of Trees, Arc of Magic, Arc of Souls from respective people.
Respect the vets and the OGs.
All right. Yep. I can get behind that. But
But yes, as you come in, people seem to at first like call it a steal as well as you guys, and to recognize him. But like most of them fairly quickly realize that A, he's looking around like he doesn't know any of these people, and B, he looks way younger.
I using wind magic to kind of enhance to all the corridors of the guild hall, being like, hey, I need everyone to come to the meeting area.
Woo.
We have something to talk about.
Something very important.
Everybody kind of quiets down the friendly chatter and kind of takes on a more serious thing as they gather around to listen.
As of 1.5, 2 weeks ago? I don't exact time.
Yeah, 8 days.
Yeah, as of 8 days ago, Steel stepped down as guild master, and in a fight, also stepped down as the 10th Tin Wizard Saint. In his place, I am now the new guild master, second ever guild master of Mother's Eye, and number 10 of the 10 Wizard Saints. This was done for many, many reasons, and it was all willing by Steel. I at first did not think I was good, and then after a fight, that was a damn good fight, and I turned over to Steel and I just kind of give it a thumbs up. It was a damn good fight.
Really good fight.
What were you left at the end? 2?
No, I was at full at the end, but I had healed.
Oh,
But I was
before you healed. Like,
1.
on the left,
Exactly
you
1.
were, like 2 or 3.
I was at 1.
Oh, at 1.
Yeah, it was a damn good fight. You missed that. I normally don't tell you to go back and watch this shit, but I'd actually go back and watch this shit. It was a pretty fun fight.
It was pretty good.
But no, it's
You went full T1000 on you.
I
You
did.
still won.
hmm And I kind of like. Oh, I shift tones and I go. So, I now stand in front of you today to introduce 2 new guild members. May I present Steel and what the fuck is his wife's name? I forgot it. Give me 1 second. I have it
I
in my
told
notes.
you guys last time, but I don't remember.
Sapezia or
Sapezia.
Sopsia?
Sops.
Sops.
She's Sapezia, but she doesn't like it. She thinks it's too fancy.
And so I gesture over and basically I'm like, our 2 new guild members.
Former guild master now
And
going mate
everyone
to me.
Kind of
Mother's on.
burst out.
I
That's
know.
my appreciation.
Kind of cheering. Several of them gathering around to like clap you on the back and congratulations. And several kind of gathering around Steel and making various remarks. Talavar said, "Who knew who knew that much of that gray was just stress on you, old man?" Slapped him on the back.
Oh man.
And then I walk
and
up on
Steel-
stage.
Steel does go through the process of explaining that basically, like, his memory was erased. But the guild as a whole seems to basically just be treating him the way they always did.
Yeah. Oh, that makes me happy.
I go up on stage with my banjo.
Oh no.
Screw it. Oh, let me say this one thing.
And since it's,
Okay.
since it's
Can I take away his
Sunday,
hands?
What is going on?
Xavier's just being Xavier, or our guy's just being the guy.
What is he trying to do? I missed it.
Play on stage with his banjo.
Oh.
the victory song.
Unfortunately, you go for it and you realize Farley has your banjo. He was fixing it.
He does.
Ooh.
So it's currently back at the school right now. Just being
We'll go
repaired.
Give it.
Hey, guy, you want to be a banjo?
No!
I can make that happen.
As long as I can play myself, that's all that matters.
It'll be painful, but yeah.
Oh man, I kind of finish out with a. We still, or I kind of finish out throwing out the school, and I'm like, yes, this is a thing now in Newport Grand. Unfortunately, I spent a good majority of my money starting it up, so we're going to be doing a bunch of different quests to try and get that. However, you all know how to. Fuck, we don't know how to scry.
I have hands and bodies.
What's our wind magic perk? We don't have one.
Kima does know how to do scrying, and then you do also have a wind mage who can send wind messages. I can't remember her name right now. but-
Well, did we get like? Oh yes, it's Hocus. Hocus was the
Hocus
new
Pocus.
wind mage.
Yes, she can send wind messages. She's not quite as good at it as you. It probably would take a little bit longer to get there, but she is capable.
Pocus pocus.
Yeah, and
Pocus pocus.
I kind of
And, Kima does also know how to scry as well. But-
yeah, I kind of just like in conversation say like Haba is back at the school, so our main form like of communication through scrying is kind of until we learn it interesting at this point. But wind messages
I will
should
remind
work.
you, remember, all you need to know, you don't actually need to know how to make a mirror to do scrying. Like if there is a mirror, which there definitely is in the guildmaster's room here in the guild hall,
and
all you need to know is how to activate it. Which
I
is
ha-
much easier.
Yeah, I have one anyway. I don't know where I got it, but I have one.
You had Haba make one for you at one point.
Okay. Yeah, no, I just straight up have one in my inventory, so I just
I
kind
don't
of.
remember when it was. I think it was sometime when you guys were still in 7. You had Haba make one for you.
Oh shit. Okay.
You've had it for a while. And then there is a full body sized one that is in the guildmaster's room here in the guild.
We can put that in the blimp. Or no, I'll leave that one. That one for Kima to use, and I just kind of like turn over to Kima, and I'm like, I need your help. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like,
Yeah, she just kind of grins and she says, if I was a meaner woman, I'd have to wonder why they picked you and not me.
I have to wonder why they picked you and not or picked me, not you. I just kind of like laugh and.
I've been running things around here for the old man for long enough. I can keep doing it.
I just kind of bow and I'm like, thank you so much. And
She typically handles the day-to-day of accepting new jobs for the guild, getting them posted.
Nick.
Classifying people by ranks. That's usually all her stuff,
I just kind of be like, and this is why we pay you the big bucks. Do we pay you? We might need to pay you. If I'm going to start paying you, I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know how to do this.
She is paid. The just like most guilds, the actual listed reward amount on the papers that go up is ever so slightly less. The guild basically takes dues to pay non-questing members and upkeep the building and things like that,
Yeah. And so I just kind of be like, please do not hesitate to scry and be like, you dumb bitch, pick up your phone.
She will tell you, that I already did most of the things around here for the old man anyway. Pretty much the only thing that he liked to do himself was to interview new prospective guild members when they come in.
Yeah, like me.
I can do that. Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what he did.
Oh, sorry. I was like, you're already a guild member.
I mean, he's talking about way back in the day.
Yeah.
It was Teal himself who brought him into the guild,
Yeah, no, sorry. It's just how I thought, like, when he said, like, me, like, oh, yeah, the new prospective guild member.
But yeah, so she will tell you that she will scry for you whenever there is someone looking to join the guild, and either she can suss them out, or you can come back and take a look at them,
Yeah. Oh, a child? I'm gonna smack you. Okay, well, he was purposely holding the headphones towards the mic.
Anyway, now that I have your attention, I have heavenly bodies, which means, can I grab a banjo out of another unit?
You can roll and try.
Alright, I'm gonna roll and try.
It's a 6 keep 1, 6 keep 3.
If you really need a banjo, I have in my bag. You can try.
I mean, he's got to experiment with this sometime. I'd rather him pull a banjo out of another dimension than a living creature for the first try.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, spoiler alert, bad things happen if you fail a roll for something like this.
It is a 12.
A 12. Alright, yes, that is enough for a small inanimate object like a banjo. You kind of reach into the next alternate reality over, one where Farley is still with you, and pluck the banjo right out of his hands and into your dish.
Okay, this song is for
There is now another alternate universe of a guy who has had his banjo stolen, but he does not know by who.
I'd like to feel like he takes the one from Hogwarts, the one that's Farley working on now, back.
Oh, you remember this is why Heavenly Bodies couldn't fix Steele's problem. It has to be from another one.
No, I know. That's what I was saying. Like the alternate universe that he stole from steals the one that's in this universe back. Like he steals the one that's in Hogwarts. We're gonna get
when you get back.
It's just a never-ending cycle.
Of a guy, like all the infinite guys have just decided to steal each other's banjos and fix the problem.
Yep.
Well, I guess we have to look at the job board. Oh, I guess you and Tatlavar have to do their fight, but before they do that, me and Rick can check out the job board.
I have to do my song.
Oh my.
Now this is for Lucky.
We can actually go through that if you want to, but
And this
I was mostly just playing him as the tough guy.
and this is for Eurus. Lucky. I call the song Victory.
Is Sweet Sweet Victory bets they're playing?
Do-do-do-do.
Do 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 do.
Oh, roll me a banjo check.
Banjo check.
What is a banjo check?
He doesn't have any musical talent. It's a D6.
It's a 6.
It's actually pretty decent. He plays pretty good.
I like applaud.
Yeah, good job.
Not the greatest you've ever heard, but definitely something.
I whisper at Lucky. I think he's improving.
Yeah, don't tell him that.
And then I give the banjo to the starlight I stole from.
Oh, you put it back.
Yeah. Like a man. You steal something and then you give it back. Don't mind this portal.
And Televar still throws a wadded up piece of paper at you.
Hey.
He does this every time you get on stage to play.
I have an ice sheet to
At least
count
this
how
time you
many
didn't throw a
times.
tomato or something.
Yeah.
I get an ice sheet to see how many times you have thrown this at me.
I would know how to put a guild mark on someone, right?
Yes. When you think about it, the thought just comes to you like it's an inherent ability of being a guild master, set in place by a very, very powerful enchanter when the council and the 10 wizard saints were first established.
Yeah.
By being officially recognized as the guild master, which you are, you have this ability.
I turn over to.
In fact, you would be aware you can grant this ability to other people as well that you trust to induct people in. But
I'm assuming Kima already has it, or else I'd give it to her.
Can I?
I mean, you assume she probably did. I don't know if this kind of thing would reset or not. She probably still has the permissions, quote unquote. You know.
Yeah.
So like.
I need to go up to Sops, and I'm going to be like, hey, you ready for your guild mark?
I give my.
And she says, this is all still very new, but very nice. I guess I'm ready to join.
And I just kind of nod, and I do the thing. I don't know what that thing entails. Like,
it's I mean, you can just add it on to your thing. It is, I mean, it's effectively a zero keep zero skill. It's a skill you don't have to roll for or whatever, but all you need to do is choose to place the guild mark.
yeah, okay. And does it? I'm like, do you have a preference? Where?
She will just kind of think about it, and she will just like hold out one hand with the backside facing up.
Alright.
Somewhere easy to show people, I guess.
I just kind of hover my hand over it, and I'm like, I hope this works. Put it
Mark is
here.
like,
And
Mark
it
is
does.
like, huh, that's where I would have chosen it.
And the symbol of the eye appears on the back of her hand.
Oh, thank God that worked.
I look at Televar and I grab the piece of paper and I turn it, or I try to turn it into a rock.
It's a bit off his MO. So I just kind of, I guess, as I see you do that, I just kind of go, so you having that fight or
Is
not?
this the first time you've turned anything into not feathers? I feel like it is.
I feel like it is too. I just kind of turned to a guy in Talavar. I said, "So we having this fight or not?"
Oh, you'll see.
You don't see him, but he is very intently staring at the palm of his hand.
Where's the rock?
Oh, the rock. He's staring at the rock. But the
What are
rock
you
doesn't
doing?
exist. Xavier is staring at his hand like he's holding a rock very, very intensely.
I see.
Y'all really miss out with the fact that you can't see the half the things that Xavier does.
As I feel like Xavier only half describes things a lot of the time, and then just like does the pose.
Yeah, he does.
We can't see that.
I mean, it's very entertaining for me.
Oh, so all right, you've made a
Rock!
rock.
And then I chuck it at Telvar.
I catch it with wind magic before he throws it in the guild hall, and I say, "No fighting in the guild hall. Take your asses outside."
Can you
No
at least
fighting
give
in
me-
the guild. Oh, this happens all the time. In fact, I need you to roll for me to attempt to catch both of these projectiles, because at the same time, Televar has chucked a hunk of ice back.
Ah, fuck it. I'm not going to deal with it.
It sails across the room. Each of you take 1 point of damage as the other's projectile clunks the opposite one on the head. And then he jumps up from the table and says, "So you want to do this right now, huh?"
Oh yeah, I want to do this right now.
I just go, Duba, get ready.
Several of the other guild members seem to be leaning in quite intently. What are you gonna do, guy?
I'm gonna jump. Try to jump over Telvar to my hole.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna try to jump over Telvar over to my hole.
You are inside right now.
Well, yeah, but like I'm gonna like run
What?
towards Telvar, leap over him, and then do a roll, and then run to my hole.
I see. You're all right. So you're gonna run outside,
Yeah.
and he kind of shakes a hand and says, "Come back here," and runs outside after you.
I stop right in front of my hole, and I turn.
Okay. At least you guys have taken it to the proper training ground. This is probably better than Lucky could have hoped for.
Yeah, I have like a sigh of relief, and I walk to the job board.
On the second round, I was going to have one of the excited viewers spill a beer on another and start just the whole guild brawl.
Yeah, I knew that was going to come, so... yeah, no, but I just kind of like walk over to the job board and start perusing while this is going on.
Alright.
Alright.
Do we,
You guys are outside. You know what? I guess roll me initiative here.
yeah. Alright, I don't have an initiative skill.
Roll the d6.
Big brain would be it, right?
Can I go outside with Toby and just kind of watch the fight?
Yeah.
As I see you doing this, I was like, ooh, take... Ah, fuck.
What does Televar have?
I don't have a name. I don't have a name for him.
Oh, your bear?
Yeah, I just call him Teddy. You know, I was like, take Teddy with you, and I just like let him like launch out of my arm onto your back.
I'm just holding the hands of two really tiny, adorable creatures walking out the door.
Hey, you want to see something cool?
Televar's got a 10 to go first.
He got a 1, so hopes weren't high for him.
Did you not take... I thought you took... No, that was Hephaestus.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, before we start the battle, a guy takes a blue headband and wraps it around his head.
Okay.
Like a boss!
I see. Alright, whatever.
Takes out his 2 daggers.
He is going to whatchamacallit? Oh, there's dice being stolen from me.
I pulled from that first. What are you talking about?
Hey, you stole my dice.
They've been stolen.
They've been
Um,
stolen.
Yes, he's going to start with a fairly typical tactic of his. Uh, he kind of pops open a container very similar to the one that you. No, you know what? Actually, we're close enough to the water here. He wouldn't even need to do that. He as you stand ready to fight him, just from the right side, a giant or from the yeah, I guess it would be your right. Giant spray of water just flies out of the nearby river and attempts to knock you off your feet.
All right. I'll make a timeline. I mean,
You
a
got a
I'll use my heavenly bodies to make it so that
Wait, what?
I'll use my heavenly
Okay,
bodies.
come here, stop pacing around the back of the floor,
I
sit
can't
down,
hear-
and actually talk.
I'm gonna use heavenly bodies to make it so that the Talvar from another dimension, who is standing right here,
Oh, this is gonna go poorly.
This is a horrible idea.
to that is firing water at me when I'm standing to the right, to the left of him. Yeah.
I mean, give it a shot, I guess.
Oh my god. 18. It's best he can roll.
Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. Did he not give it exploding yet? I
Nope.
thought he did.
He spent all his experience points to get it to a keep 3.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's not bad. You reach for this, and you're not quite able to grab another Talavar. What you instead get
No,
is,
not grabbing another Talavar.
What are you doing then?
All right. You said he fired a spray of water at me from the right side, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to another dimension. To take a Talavar who's standing where I am right now, who's firing water, act where I was standing
Yes,
over
so you're
there.
trying to grab another Talavar.
No. I'm grabbing his attack.
Oh, I see what you're doing here. You wanna reach into another world where he did the same thing and point it back at him.
Yeah.
Hand me that mouse.
Okay, go for it.
He got an 18.
Yeah, that is good enough for that. You are able to reach out and, well, this attack is going to hit you here. He is caught by complete surprise as another copy of his own attack just appears out of nowhere and hits him as well. What's your fortitude?
10.
10. Alright, math and things. How many of these does he keep? Okay, you are going to take 10 points of damage.
So what? Body?
You're at 6 now.
Okay.
Oh my. But he is also going to be hit by this same amount and seems to be caught very off guard by it.
All right. I'm gonna form myself
What are you
with
doing
rocks. I'm going to inform myself with a body of armor from rocks.
Oh, okay.
The Mud Wars?
Yeah.
There it is.
6 keep 6.
Plus explode, I know. Well, you exploded none of them. But you did get a 25.
I mean, that's a decent roll, but no explodes yet. Alright, 25 half is... What is half of 25? I can't do math. Round up
12.5.
13. Alright. Oh yes, the next 13 points. You have 13 points worth of shield here for the next thing that may try to hit you.
Okay. And then for my final action, I'm gonna grab his feet with rock. So he can't move.
Only 2 actions per turn.
Yeah, 2 actions.
You used 1 to do the attack.
the whatchamacallit, the spiritual or heavenly bodies thing that he did.
Oh yeah.
I was counting as a reaction thing because he did
okay.
it instead of defending. You know.
Oh, okay. All right, sorry. I'm caught up.
You're good. But yeah, I was counting it as a reaction thing because he chose to do it instead of defending. You know.
All right. So another Mud Wars are coming your way. Ooh, that's a 19.
That's a 19, and he will check that with some stuff. I think, unfortunately, you are not able to hold him down. As you attempt to, he just kind of shakes it off. The rocks, like, flying into the air as he kicks them off his feet. And then he smiles at you and he says, "Oh, you didn't think you were the only one that had been training, have you?" And he points at you and the rocks zip back down.
No.
Like my armor?
Well, he didn't roll very good. Hold on, give me a second here.
Just my feet.
Your your armor is pretty smashed up, but you do not take any damage from this. As he takes his second action to sweep the water back up off the ground, attempting to strike you with it again.
I'm gonna use my I'm gonna transform into a bird and fly away.
Alright, do remember that if you roll that, then you don't get to roll your defense. But you can do either that you would wish. He also didn't roll that amazing on that one either.
Okay, yeah, I'll use my defense.
Alright, well, you get 20 coming at you, and you've got a fortitude of 10, so roll your defenses here, and don't roll like garbage.
He said, "Don't roll like garbage." And the 4 keep 2, so it's a 6 plus
That's
a 10.
That's a 7.
6 plus 10, so you're
You
going to
keep
take
2.
4 more.
Yeah. 5 plus 2 equals...
That's not one of your rolls.
Oh.
This is your roll here.
Oh, 6.
Yeah, there were just extra dices over here.
So you take 4 more damage. You are now at 2 body hit points.
It is your turn again.
Wait, but my armor. So I take less.
You smashed up your armor with the first one. That's why you didn't take anything from the first one. Your
Yeah,
armor
but you
protected
said-
you from his first attack, and then his second one is hitting you here.
But you said it was pretty smashed up, but it was still on me.
Yeah, I did the math. I promise. It's 4 points.
Okay. Alright. Take, so I now have 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know exactly how beat up he is, but it seems like this is going fairly quickly. He seemed quite damaged by his own attack. It is your turn, though.
Oh man, this reminds me of that time. Okay, here it goes. Alright. I'm gonna make another timeline of me, who is going to grab the telephone from the other dimension, to make that a guy get my Talavar.
Okay, again, please sit and don't pace because we can't hear you when you do that.
Okay.
I mean, I heard something about grabbing you from another timeline. You're going right for it, even though you were told to wait. But...
Okay. So, I'm going to use Heavenly Bodies. And like last time with the whole attack thing, I'm going to make me, from another dimension, use his attack on Talavar.
I mean, I know you want to use Heavenly Bodies, but you roll more dice if you just attack, child.
Okay. I'm gonna become a hide
You
behind.
can try and grab an attack from a world where you decided to do something better, but
I say go for your ultimate, because, you know,
you haven't used it in forever.
also your ultimate skills are very strong.
gonna transform into a hide behind,
All right.
and I'm behind.
Alright.
And I'm gonna hide behind.
You're going to transform into the hide behind and then hide behind him. Is that what I heard?
No, I'm gonna hide behind Rook. Yeah.
What? No.
21. 21 for the hide behind transformation.
Well, yeah, you have succeeded easily in turning into the hide behind. Right? It has become one of your favored things at this point. Roll
With
me a
my
6
daggers, you
to
know.
hide.
If anything happens to my teddy bear, I'm gonna kill you.
You can't see me.
If anything happens to my teddy bear, I'm gonna kill you.
Okay.
We're gonna find out if anybody can see you.
Oh, I will. If anything happens to Toby, I will revive you after Lucky kills you, and I'll kill you again.
And then revive you to keep the story going, but...
Like 3 cannon
my.
deaths.
Yes, roll me a 6, keep 5 for the hide behind's hide.
Let's go!
We will see. We will see if anybody.
Does it explode?
Does it explode?
Yes, it does.
Everything. It's a 6 key 5.
Most
Let's go.
23.
And people have exploding on their main skill at least, you know.
Yeah, it's a 23.
23. All right, so yeah, I mean that's pretty solidly up there. Like, I mean, maybe with a decent roll, Lucky could see where you are, but I don't think many other people have got good enough senses.
Well,
Maybe Rook as well with a good enough roll, but
he has Kane's knowledge, does he not? Or whatever.
No,
he has,
I
he
don't.
has that
I chose something else besides Kane's knowledge, I think.
Oh, Tongue of the Ancients.
I know your senses are pretty decent anyway, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know how likely is it. I guess he's hiding behind you. Roll me a senses and see if you can beat a 23. If you see where
it's only a 7 keep 4. We'll see.
Oh man, only a 7 keep 4, huh?
Yep, I think he beat me pretty well. Yep, 19.
Let's
I'm
go.
not entirely sure where he went. Oh yeah, there's just like little pip tokens on these things. You can delete those wherever you find them. They were markers for enemies in a previous battle on this map, you know.
Gotcha.
We actually can't delete, but...
Oh, that's right. I mean, I always forget to actually give you guys permission to do shit.
Flip the table. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, don't do that.
I won't-
I actually got that turned off in the settings. Don't test it, but I don't think you can.
Yeah.
I wanted to test it. Thankfully, Xavier's not the one on the computer, else he so would have tested that.
That's why I originally turned it off in the settings. Is the one time that Xavier was in control of the computer.
Yeah.
What?
The
Flipping
flipping of the table.
I turned it
Oh,
off
yeah.
because you did it like 3 times.
Yeah. We
Granted,
still.
one of them was by accident, but
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
oh, only one of them was by accident, and that was enough for me to turn it off. But anyway, yes. All right. So one more time. You've turned into a hide behind. You've hidden behind it. All right. Oh, I guess it will come back to him, and his mind is not that amazing, but he's gonna try and see if he can spot you. Well, that's a pretty decent roll, but no, he does not.
Yeah, let's go.
He just kind of looks around, and he says, "Oh, come on, you know I had you on the ropes, hiding like a coward now."
That's true.
And he will pull some water to himself, kind of beginning to armor up. Xavier's not even going to get the reference because he hasn't been on the server enough yet. But he kind of pulls a stream of water out that just begins to circle around him.
About to torrent your ass.
And he waits. and watches. Your turn.
Alright. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna rush over to him with hide behind speed and my 2 daggers that I had.
As you, this is not your defense for the turn. This is a special effect of this. But as you attempt to get close enough to him to strike with these daggers, roll me a body defense. The hide behinds. So 6 keep 4.
It's actually better than yours. No, fuck. 17?
13. Yes, you barely managed to slip your way, or what? Oh, I guess I have the hide behind's fortitude, not you guys. I was about to ask, what's the hide behind's fortitude, but I have that shit. Hold on, give me a second, let me check.
Nice.
Yes, you barely managed to slip your way out of the way as this water zips around incredibly fast and almost hits you as you try to close the distance here. He turns to face you as you zip up to him. It seems like he has sensed that you were approaching. Do your stuff.
Alright. And then I'm gonna try to stab him
Gotcha.
with both of my knives. Like a boss!
Alright, your melee
You've
attack.
only got one action left, but flavorfully you can try and stab with both. Sure.
I need the melee attack for the hide behind.
Hide behind attack is also 64.
Okay. Does it explode? Well, yeah, no, that doesn't matter.
I'm still sad that you missed the fight with the hide behinds, Lucky. You were not there for that.
That was actually really fun.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite fights that I've done so far, I think, and you weren't there for it, unfortunately.
That's fair. It's a 14, by the way.
Alright, I have 14, and let's look at his shit. Yeah, he doesn't have to roll that great to be able to take this. Yeah. As you appear and attempt to stab him, like water, his rather large body just shifts ever so slightly, even though he seems to be moving in almost slow motion to you. Shifting just barely enough out of the way. You catch only his clothing. And it will come back to his turn, in which he is going to bring this torrent down upon you.
Let's see. I don't know what happened. 1 second.
Xavier, were you not listening?
I couldn't hear him. I left.
Wait, what?
He left the call.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Okay, so what happened was you missed, and now he's throwing the torrent back at your face.
Oh, a torrent?
Oh my.
A torrent.
Yeah.
Oh my.
He's throwing a whole bunch of dice at...
Oh
Oh, he's
my.
throwing a whole bunch of dice at your face.
Yeah, he exploded a bunch of times. Hold on. I have to math. Yeah. I think you might be about to lose. I'm sorry, Xavier. That's 35 coming at you.
Can you even get that? No. There's no way.
The
Like-
hide behind does have a 6 keep 4 defense.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Cat, get off the keyboard. Oh my gosh. Why do you have to
if
be...
if you want to do the true risk it for a biscuit, it does have a similar reaction to Lucky's lightning dodge. 6 keep 6, but no adding your reflexes or your fortitude.
Do you hear that?
Yep. I'll take the chance.
You'll take the chance. 6 keep 6.
It actually would be even better than that, but currently 6 is your max because that's your copy magic level.
Does it explode?
Yes.
It's an 18.
It is an 18. Yes. You are like smashed here by this water spout as you attempt to dodge out of the way, and it pins you kind of to the ground and just presses you into the ground. You are left at 1 HP because this is a friendly match, and he's not really trying to hurt you that bad. But he just kind of puts up a hand to help you up, and he says, "See, told you haven't been the only one training."
Oh, I was way too confident there. Well, I'll beat you someday. But now, I guess I'm kinda worse.
Oh, you gave me a good idea when you started practicing with Duba. I did some lessons with him too. It's really helped out.
Oh, so you also know how to bend mud.
Yes, that's what he did when he broke your armor. He basically took the rocks that you tried to seal him up with and threw them back at you. Though his specialty is definitely still water.
Huh. Well then, I give good luck to you. And I'm poor, so I'm going to go and,
He just kind of rubs his head, and I think I'm going to go get a drink after that one. Good fight. I want you to know he was it too.
Nice. All right.
That was a close fight.
He was at what, too?
He was at 2 HP left.
Oh, man.
So-
He's pretty beat up. he's gonna go get a drink, see if he can get away with a heal in.
So I'm gonna be. I've been checking out the whatever it's called, the job board while this has been going on. What?
Yes, you now have access to everything as well as the guildmaster. Previously, last time you were here, it seems strange because it's been so long. You were only cleared to view the A rank jobs.
Oh shit! Yeah, I have access to everything.
You now have access to the ones that are normally not even shown to normal guild members, the S, double S, and the absolutely ridiculous 100-year quest.
Yeah, we're not taking one of those.
There's
Hey,
only
could
one,
you,
and looking at it, I have to tempt Lucky and scare him here. The only currently active 100-year
It's
quest
Agnologia.
in that category is a bounty on the head of Agnologia.
Called it.
no, we're not doing it. It's up to the party, not you.
And
It's
it
up
is
to the
a
party?
collective bounty
No,
from
what? What are you
multiple
talking about?
nations across the world.
The 100-year quest.
Hold on, Nick. What?
A 100-year
Wait, what?
quest. I said it was up to the party, not just you.
I didn't say we're doing it.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, if you do decide, I was like, it's up to the party, not you.
I'm not
I
you,
mean,
buddy.
Technically, he is the guild
I
master.
also am.
He
Yeah.
decide who gets to take what quest. I mean, obviously, you guys should still talk about what you're gonna do. But if Lucky decides, yeah, we're not ready for that shit, that's his choice as the guild master.
So
Well, yeah, but like, I'm just saying, he's still part of the party.
He has the ability to decide who is allowed to take what rank quest, and he may just decide that we don't have any wizards of that skill level in our guild. You know.
yeah.
You have flavoring somewhere?
I don't know. You're kind of being rude.
No, I'm just
but yeah.
saying, like,
To further increase the temptation, though, it is a quest that is listed with a lot of information, mostly signatories from many different nations who have all collaborated to contribute to this bounty of just over 100 million jewels.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we need a little bit
On
more.
behalf of about 20 different nations, some of which you've never even heard of.
Yeah. We're We're going to need a little bit more in our bank account before we can do that one. Let me look at some of the.
You would be aware because Uncle told you. I don't know if you would tell this to a guy or anyone else, but at least Rook and Lucky were there to hear it. Agnologia was the one that originally split the arcs apart. He killed the original person who had all of them.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I just kind of like look at that one. And I'm just like sitting in this
Can I have the
this
flip?
desk. Yes, you can.
Okay.
Just.
Thanks.
And I just kind of look and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that one. I just kind of like put that one back in like the file drawer. What are some?
I will tell you objectively right now, as the GM, I have already made his stat block. I made it a long time ago, in fact. And the chances that he doesn't one-shot the group is low at this level.
That's fair. What?
Rook's got some tricks with aether melding and things that could definitely help out. Lucky's got his ridiculous turn into lightning reaction that is a super high-powered dodge if you get lucky. But like I said, chances that first round goes well for you guys, maybe 10% at the current power you're at.
Yeah.
You're not including me in anything?
I mean, I'm not really sure what a guy would do against this. I mean, theoretically, you could turn into all kinds of crazy different things. But you would have to figure out any of his weaknesses or anything before you could really exploit any of those. Which would take longer than just on the first round.
You guys can like skip me over and over until I figure
I don't mean to
out.
imply that you're not useful here, though, but to be honest, in fights, you typically don't do your best work on the first round of the fight. It comes later. When you start turning into stuff and things is usually when you do your best in fights, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You're not a first round fighter. I think a guy's abilities really hit their stride power wise maybe turn 2 or 3, you know?
Yeah.
But just because of the various different things you have. Like, you can earth armor yourself, you can transform into shit, but, like, you know, none of that's an immediate, like, first round attack. You gotta buff yourself up first, basically, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, Lucky, could you, like, heal me?
I will in a little bit. This is what I'm doing while you all were doing your fight. Is looking up jobs.
Yeah. Well,
So-
but like, I'm just saying.
Yes, yeah. I mean, we also have
But
Olivia.
more reasonable, well, slightly more reasonable S and double S category.
Yeah.
There are several things that you feel like are much more reasonable as well too, including in the S category one that is labeled and written in a way that you very clearly know who posted this. It just kind of seems to be left over since then. One to blow up the moon.
I just kind of like tear that one up and put that one away. Like that one was done.
But I will once again ask here, not just of Lucky, but of the party as a whole, like, what kind of job are you looking for? There's a pretty decent stack of different things here. Some of the higher risk ones include bounties on entire dark guilds, including the one that is currently bothering you guys.
But aren't
Take care of that
we?
one.
Yeah, aren't we the ones paying that one though?
No, they in fact seem to have been bothering quite a few other people.
I see. Yeah, no.
There are several other towns that do not have their own guild that seem to have been quite affected by the influx of this guild, the Gorgon's Tongue, moving into Fiore.
Lucky's just gonna kind of like send out wind magic to Rookin and a guy, being like, "Hey, hope this isn't a bad time, but I'm looking for a couple of these easy job but high paying stuff, and I found one that's neither. Well, it's well paying, but it's to find those Gorgon tongue people.
Oh, yeah, I see.
I'll start heading back.
It's decently well paying. The price listed on the thing is 900,000 jewels.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
that
do
works.
it.
Yeah.
Yep. We can divide it between 4 people?
Yeah.
And it seems to be listed that the job is being paid for each like 1/3 by 3 different towns, basically.
Yeah.
Together to make this.
I'm also going to
50.
look at some of the A rank. Look at some of the A rank ones. Like is that an S or a double S? I want to get.
That one is an S rank one. There seem to be fairly few in the double S's, and they mostly seem to be very very specific things, like looking for someone who can create an entirely new magical language for somebody, or looking for somebody with very specific access to certain things. Like there is one that specifically calls for a celestial wizard.
We haven't even met. Actually, we have Diane.
She is a minor one. She has some celestial servants that she has helped out around her shop.
Yeah, but I think
You
she's
haven't
the
met
only
anyone
one.
with any of the major powers in that area.
Yeah, I think she's the only
Speaking
celestial.
of which, I forgot to see one of my friends.
I know
haven't seen
none
her
of
in
you
a long
guys are
time.
familiar with the anime, but celestial wizards basically are
Summoner.
they're more so they're summoners, but they're more so like, rather than it even being their own power, like the more powerful they are basically just means they have a bigger magic reserve to fuel their servants,
Yeah.
Like it doesn't do much for them themselves, but there is a hierarchy of the celestial world.
I need to take.
Where there are silver keys, which are basically the various different non-earthly races that you can summon an individual of. And then there are the gold keys, which are a specific individual, usually of much greater power.
Yeah.
Of which there's only one of each color.
That's fair.
And yes, Diane is the only one that you have met, and she uses several silver keys to summon servants to help out around her shop. But other than that,
Who?
there is a
Diane?
job, a double S rank
Space
job
wizard.
that
that
is
one.
looking for a powerful celestial wizard.
Yeah.
A lot of
We
the other
forgot
ones
to do
are
the
very
pack.
similar to that. They're very very specific and very difficult sounding jobs in general.
Yeah.
I forgot to do the pack tradition.
Huh?
What
I'm starting a tradition.
He's starting a tradition.
kind of tradition?
Every new point of our pack, like our party, we'll get to see Diane.
Oh.
I mean, so far Rook has not met Diane yet. but-
I have not, yeah.
I can bring both of them. Let's go.
I mean, you guys can totally do that, but I feel like you probably want to decide what job to take here.
I want to take a couple different ones. I'm thinking definitely take the Dark Guild one, but like let's grab a couple A rank ones that we can just knock
What
out.
kind of thing are you looking for? The A ranks are much more prolific, and there's a lot more to choose from.
I'm thinking something like one session things that are on the way, Sorry, that was a bit like metagame, but like that's what I'm looking for. It's like these like
You cut off there, but what?
like things that we can take care of in one session, just to get the money for it.
I mean, just how quickly you take care of these issues is going to be, of course, up to what happens.
Obviously, yeah.
But there are some things that do seem like they're fairly not that big of a problem. In the A rank, though, I mean, obviously there's at least some difficulty to it. Otherwise, they wouldn't be A rank.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, we can't
but there
not
seems to
challenge
be
ourselves.
one that is a tribe of goblins that seems to have moved in nearby a town that they want either relocated or exterminated.
Yeah, let's do that.
There's the one that you guys never took from before that is still on the list of a beach resort that seems to be routinely beset by some sort of giant squid kraken creature.
That sounds nice.
Hashtag blame uncle.
Not that kraken.
Ah, damn.
That sounds nice. I mean, with me and Rook's water.
There's
Enlightened,
still the one that you guys considered before but rejected because Hava would basically do all the work of somebody that wants a curse broken.
Yeah, I mean, again, we're still not pretty good about that.
But Rook's
There are a whole bunch of different things as far as and as far as short
I said
time
Rook's
commitment
gone, so
wise,
he's my apprentice.
there are a good number of bodyguarding or mercenary style contracts here, where they want people to protect a valuable shipment or to appear as the bodyguard for a official at some sort of meeting or things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. Like,
I think taking out the Gorgon Tongue guys would.
Yeah, I say we get that one, but also grab like another one too.
Kraken. The Kraken.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's grab the Kraken one.
Yeah, let's grab the Kraken one.
And what about? Do we also want to take the Goblin one, or wait until we get done with the previous two?
Yeah.
Let's get the others done first. Yeah.
All right.
Question for you,
something
Nick.
we can all agree
The
on.
Kraken pays 600,000.
All right, that's fine. Huh? We're about to.
I got a question for you, Nick.
Yeah.
So I'm just sort
Wait,
of distributing experience to Toby right now. I got pretty much all of his attributes to where I currently want them to be. But I was just thinking, would he be able to learn an arc?
Theoretically,
Who?
so
His
from what you've
bug
seen,
thing.
it seems to require some level of mental defect, some sort of mental fortitude
I
to
need to make a
it
mind
through the
skill for him.
process normally. Yeah, you'll want to give it if that is a goal of yours for him. You probably want to give him pretty good mind defense
Yeah.
and mind.
I just gotta say, guys, he's literally was just born yesterday, and he already has one less body defense than I do.
Nice.
He's a very sturdy boy, apparently.
I've mentioned this before. Like, you guys have not really increased your body defenses a whole lot.
I was just gonna rely on me upgrading my armor to give me more and more fortitude, or whatever.
And of course, I went for the spiritual tank route.
Basically, every tier of the fortitude thing, the bolstering that you get, only increases it by
Because
one.
that's my spirit HP.
Yeah.
Whereas, adding in extra dice increases it from.
And I take spirit damage.
And I was also planning on making a couple
gotta make sure you know.
more like time-related
That's almost
defense
doubled
skills
mine.
that can boost my fortitude by a couple,
6 more.
but I haven't gotten around to that yet.
I mean, that's a decent way to go about it. But
Yeah. Yeah, that's one more. Or two more, yeah. 2 more.
you are able to make special or even ultimate abilities whenever you want. You just have to pull up the document and follow the rules,
Sweet.
Yeah.
And you said
can I,
adding a skill takes 2 HP, 2 skill experience.
Can I make a pet rock, please?
Learning a normal skill only costs 1.
Okay.
You add the keep 1 for 1. Learning a magic costs 3.
Gotcha.
There's a little bit of additional cost for magic because I let it do so much different shit,
Yeah.
And then from there, even for magic, you just upgrade it as per normal. So it's actually cheaper to increase a magic to keep 2 than it is to learn it,
Yeah.
But you have to overcome that initial training hurdle, basically, where you finally get it. You can do it,
Gotcha.
can just do that. I can just ask Quick,
yeah.
like, hey, can I learn the art of flying?
I muted because we were chatting. Xavier asked again for us to help him make a pet rock, and I was like, yeah, we're like, let us finish Teddy and Toby first, because we both have stuff we want to help out with.
We have people here who now have the power to create new life. That doesn't mean they're good at it.
I mean, I'm not that bad.
I mean,
We need practice. It's fine.
Not necessarily not good, but unpracticed, you know.
And we
And
talked
the
about
same thing for your new arc that you have just learned. Xavier. Like, let you know, like, you know, I don't mind if you try and do some crazy stuff or whatever, but keep in mind that, you know, you haven't tested out what this can or cannot do yet. Like, you gotta figure it out, you know.
Yeah. Or I could just grab a pet rock from another dimension where he already has, where a guy already has one.
Search the infinite multiverses where for a universe where either Lucky or Rook actually said yes and made one and just fucking steal it.
Yeah. And all the.
You have to make sure that universe you didn't get heavenly bodies.
I'm going to tell you
Yeah.
a little bit of a spoiler, a little bit of a surprise here. I guess. But if you ever want to be able to do what Avada and Walda do, bringing other versions of yourself here and helping you out, it's probably better not to piss off the alternate versions of you. You want to be nice to yourself.
Could I ask for it? I mean, I could ask for it, like, hey,
Can
I take
you're
your
gonna have
pet
to
rock
argue with
there?
yourself.
I mean, that's the thing is seriously, if a guy actually, if they had actually said yes and he just got this pet rock, would he want to give it up? No.
Well, yeah, I can like go to a timeline where like they both did it. A guy had this rock for like a really long time and doesn't have heavenly bodies. And that he has started getting bored with the pet rock.
The more specific you get, the higher you have to roll. You can try. But the more specific of a thing that you want, the more unlikely it is, the higher you have to roll. That's how heavenly bodies work.
Yeah.
So you can give it a shot.
Yeah, I
But-
could. I'll probably do it once I
You
like up
probably
it
don't
a
have
little
enough skill and practice yet to find that very specific thing, you know?
All right.
We are going to have to wrap up here soon because I have to take him out to
Okay.
Margaret's.
I feel like we've reached a fairly decent stopping place here. As the guy reaches out and searches for the alternate realities and fails to find one. You can't find a world where that happened. You know they must be out there somewhere, but you don't have enough skill yet.
Me?
Yes, you.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I haven't searched it yet. I'm not gonna do it until I like train it with a little bit more.
I mean, you totally just did. I'm the storyteller. I said it.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. I try again when I have like 6 keep 5.
You need to practice some more with your heavenly bodies.
I can have a 6 keep 5.
Because you can't roll high enough for that.
Would a 6 keep 5 work?
Probably not.
You don't know.
A guy knows that he's in a D&D session.
Oh. But
Oh, wait. Hold on. Does this mean that he could find, theoretically, this universe?
Oh my god!
Does this mean that a guy could theoretically find, like, real life, like our real life?
Maybe.
I could try.
Is that a maybe because you don't want it to be a thing?
I was just thinking about the cosmic tier of hierarchy and how high you would fucking have to roll to reach the meta level of real life.
Yeah.
I swear.
Could
if
you
I see
imagine
if I see
just
a portal,
a guy just appearing right there, just like, "Hey, what's up, y'all?"
if I see a portal open up next to me sometime in the future, I'm not coming with you.
Okay. I can control him even if he does like hop in this universe. Could you imagine if a guy just appeared right there, just like, "Hey, y'all,
I
what's
would.
up?"
I would be very upset because I have to go to work in the morning.
Hey, y'all, what's up? It's like 9:30. Oh,
Like, no, just come learn some magic. Come on.
yeah. Yeah, teach me some
Yeah,
magic, boy.
it'll only take a few days, right? A few weeks.
I mean, we have a school. We have a school for it now. Like,
Yeah, they
I
can
mean, yeah,
like
you do.
grab my hand and be like, "Let's go!"
You do literally have Hogwarts now, so yeah.
A 10 keep 10 a guy. Could you imagine? Just like,
Because,
"Hey, y'all,
because
I'm back."
of the many worlds theory. It is,
No,
it
like,
is
heavenly
theoretically
bodies,
possible
not
for
your
you to roll
friggin'
high enough to
mo-
break reality
everything.
and make this happen. But yeah, it so far never has. So
Has anybody gone to real life?
I mean, no.
Huh. I can be the first.
There's never been a fictional character that has become real.
I can be the first. I can make a guy travel to the real world and see a glimpse of what can happen if we go into the right direction.
All you have to do is figure out, and or another version of you, and or a guy, if you believe the many worlds theory, to
Yeah.
figure out how to actually breach dimensions on that level when no one else ever clearly has, because it's never happened.
And I can be like, "Hey guys, want to see where you were originated?"
This has become the most meta philosophical discussion from a question Xavier has ever asked me.
that's fair.
What's up? Wait, a guy just appearing in Florida. It's like, what's up?
I mean,
D&D.
to take it down a step, a guy learning to go to other worlds, fictional worlds, say the agency world, much more possible.
I could bring everything. Oh my god.
Also a very, very difficult thing to do, to reach outside of your own realm of alternate possibility. But if you become ultra high tier in this ability, that is a thing that could theoretically be done. You know.
Hey, hey Abhishek, I
And
know
not
who
even-
you are
not
because
even
I've...
Abhishek. Like, if you roll high enough, you can summon Goku.
Or,
You
you're
can
meshing.
reach out into other realms of fiction.
I can
But
bring, Walt Disney.
We're talking like keep 20 levels here. Get working.
Walt Disney, let's go. Walt Disney. Or, like, the creator of, Fantasy Name Generator.
Wait, what?
He's just being weird. He's.
Oh,
Is this a good stopping point for you, though?
oh yes.
All right.
This is a good place to leave off. Our oil painting for this evening is everyone kind of looking over these job requests. You guys having selected to go take care of a Kraken, and the job that conveniently was a thing that you already had on your to-do list anyway.
Yeah. All right. So it's now time for the recap. Let's see if I can get this going pretty
It's totally
well.
not only a job request to take down the Dark Guild because you guys put it off so long that they caused continental mayhem.
Well,
I have to do the rock thing.
don't know what you're talking about.
That is restarting now. The rock thing.
Alright, let me do the recap first, then you can
Alright.
do the rock thing. So we started off today in Hogwarts with weirdness happening. Actually, we started off today with Abada. Abada talking to a guy, going through, talking about all that shenanigans. And then we had to catch a guy up when he appeared in the middle of a council room. We started off our first day of school at Hogwarts, and then we headed out to Fiore, went and had a nice little chat with everyone, informed everyone about Lucky's new position as the guild master, and Steele's memory loss and, everything that happened there. Then there was a nice fight between Talavar and a guy, which a guy unfortunately lost.
But
it was very close. It was very close, very close. A lot of close fights happening between NPCs. I really hope it doesn't come to that close to when we actually have to fight like our next enemy. That'd be kind of scary.
Like
I may or may not be getting better at balancing it.
It's gonna be terrifying. But yeah, and then of course we did all our painting thing. Did I miss anything? I don't think I did.
I think you got it all, yeah.
All right, Xavier, you ready for your rock thing? Gary, and I think this is the first time you're gonna hear this.
You kind of totally missed a guy learned the Arc of Heavenly Bodies, but
Did I not say that? I thought I said that when. Oh yeah, no, I didn't say that. Yeah, a guy learned the Heavenly Bodies.
The Arc of Souls, that too.
Oh yeah, I also learned the Arc of Souls. Yeah. All right, time for the rock thing.
Welcome. Come back for the next episode.
Waka waka.
To the Kraken. To the Kraken. Fight battles.
All right, and
See
thank
you
you
next
everyone for
episode.
watching. Till next time, I'll see you.